or Python dance. When IPOB have nothing, when IPOB did nothing, when IPOB don't even make no noise, when IPOB have not, set up a security outfit to fight the terrorist Fulani herdsmen, they came and they danced the Python dance. They killed our men, killed our young men, butchered them, committed genocide, and nobody talked. Now, what lesson have the governor of the Southeast, Umahi and Co., learned? Have they learned any lesson from the Python dance? Because from Python dance, we are where we are today. So I want to tell the governors, after this dance that you are going to dance for the next 3 months in the Southeast, you are going to see more. In fact, you see what you see now. You are going to see worse than ever. And let me tell you, this is going to spread across Nigeria, Middle Belt, everywhere. So if the governors did not learn anything from Python dance, they did not learn anything from Olo massacre. Even when Hope Uzodinma invited the Air Force and they used military aircraft to bombard Imo State. They bombarded Imo State, killed our young men, able men, killed our commanders. Did it stop Biafra agitation? The answer is no. Did it stop Biafra agitation? The answer is no. You see, the governors should know that this Biafra agitation have gone beyond anybody intimidating us with airstrike. It has gone beyond anybody intimidating us with tanks. It has gone beyond anybody coming to bring military everywhere. It has gone beyond that. The more military you bring to the Southeast, the more fragile the zone will become. I want you to make this thing go south, the more fragile the zone will become. Because the people you have been killing, their brothers and sisters, are not happy. You can't solve this. You can't stop Biafra with bullets and guns. You cannot. And if you do not understand this, you will continue to make mistakes. This mistake you people are making now, you will continue to make that mistake. If you do not understand that you can't stop Biafra with guns and bullets, you will continue to make this mistake. You see, I want you to go and mark today's date. Go and mark today's date. This particular military invasion of Biafra land now, if the governors know something, if the governors, they want to live in peace, they should just make sure now that the so proposed 3 months, whatever military exercise did not hold. Because if this military exercise hold, where Boko Haram are members of the military and they are coming to Southeast, if this military exercise hold for the next 3 months, they will ever regret taking that line. They will ever regret following the path of this military exercise. Because you see, Biafra is going to gain sympathy from even the people that didn't believe in Biafra before. In fact, let me tell you, and the people that are going to fight this military, My people, I'm telling you now, people will come out to fight the military. And they will fight them teeth to teeth. This is going to happen. Go and mark today's date. The people you never ever believed will come and they will fight the military in Biafra land. And they will fight this military, and the state, every place will become ungovernable, including almost every part of Biafra land. I am telling you now, this military invasion is the biggest and the worst mistake. You can't fight this war with guns and bullets. And again, let me tell you, people say that how can election not hold in Biafra land? Even in Boko Haram then they had election. You know, these are people, very ignorant people. I have come across a video where people are giving their opinion. So, because you know, when they start making this street opinion, people start to talk, you know, at the same time, they are conditioning your mind. So, what is our work? Our work is to also recondition your mind when you come across those kind of fallacies and the opinion of ignorant people. Now, how can somebody be comparing Biafra agitation to what is happening in the northern Nigeria, in the northeast, where election took place, Boko Haram and all that? We are not the same people. We don't fight the same cause. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same value system. So how can somebody expect that Boko Haram is fighting in the north so they don't? We are not in the bushes. We are not in the forest. We are in our land and we are not hiding. But Boko Haram is terrorist. We are not terrorists. At least only to them, only to the Boko Haram members that call us terrorists. Okay? And we are also calling them terrorists. So the difference between Biafra and what is happening in the northeast is incomparable. In Biafra land, every Biafra want to leave Nigeria. Okay? Every Biafra want to leave Nigeria. And we are doing it with everything within our reach. Constitutionally, legally, and otherwise. While in the Boko Haram, they have a different ideology and a different agenda, which is Islamic State. And they want every Western education to be forbidden. It is not our culture to forbid civilization. It is not our culture. Our culture is to follow the Western education, while Boko Haram culture is not to follow Western education. So these are two opposite things. I don't know why people will be, and some people in the north want to follow Western education. Okay? Some people want to follow Western education. Even those who believe in whatever Boko Haram believe, they don't want to follow Boko Haram. But in Biafra own is that every Biafran want to leave Nigeria. Live in Nigeria. Okay? Now, Boko Haram is a terrorist organization recognized all over the world. Very deadly terrorist organization, you know, that have killed thousands and thousands of soldiers, police, and everything. But do you know what? Nigeria government did not designate Boko Haram as a terrorist organization. With all the things that happened, they did not designate Boko Haram as a terrorist organization. Now, they rush to declare IPOB, Biafra people, as a terrorist organization without any provocation. As you see, you watch the president's speech in this 1st of October. Okay? President's speech. He was emphasizing on Sunday Igbo and Mazi. He didn't mention Boko Haram. He didn't say Boko Haram was never a problem because they are now surrendering. And according to the president, Boko Haram, about 8,000 Boko Haram have surrendered. So they are not, it's not their problem. Okay? So you cannot compare Biafra and what is happening in the northeast. Biafra own is that when we come to tell Biafran is that we are educating our Biafra people, educating the world, and they are now enlightened about what is going on. And that is why when we come to tell Biafra people, this is what you are going to do, this is what you are going to do, they are going to do it. Because they know is a way to leave Nigeria because everybody wants to leave Nigeria. So when we tell Biafra people no election in Biafra land, they are going to accept because they know that no election in Biafra land will also contribute in facilitating Biafra. Okay? When we tell Biafra people to sit at home, they also know that sitting at home is a sacrifice that they have to make. So sitting at home is also facilitating the emergence of Biafra. They sit at home. Then when you see other people making commentary about sit at home, how they are killing themselves, how people are not going to school, how children did not write the exam, and all blah, 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 they are crying more than the brave. When you are fighting for freedom for the future generation, that thing you see today doesn't make anything. Some people will say, you don't have infrastructure, and they are destroying the one you have, and all that. Yes, I did lunch break live. Let me call you after this. Yeah. So, when you listen to the people making commentary, why are they saying sit at home? They are the ones suffering it. Are you going to suffer for us in the first place? Are you going to suffer for us in the first place? When it is time for you to suffer for us, we are going to tell you how you will suffer. Okay? We are going to tell you how you are going to suffer for us. So for now, if we sit at home, call it our suffering, say we are suffering ourselves. Okay, we agree. But is it your suffer? Is it your suffer? And as we say, sit at home, the people of Biafra understood very well that anything we are doing it with belief that it is for the best interest of the struggle. So every Biafra complies. Unlike the northern Nigeria, where you have all manner of people, it's a completely different thing. So you cannot compare Biafra to whatever that is going on in the northeast. But let it be on record that if military invade the southeast, there is going to be an unending war until Biafra come. It is going to be, you see these 3 months, tell Nigeria Army and tell the governors that you see these 3 months will be a very, very long 3 months. Very, very long 3 months. I'm telling you today, it will be a very, very long 3 months. Very, very long. Very, very long 3 months. And I pity those that will come to kill our people because we are going to revenge. Anybody the military kill will revenge. Will revenge the killing. Because they have killed us several times. They have been killing us since 1954. They killed and killed. It led to war. We fought the war continued, and this is 2020. We see from our CCTV cameras that how the military, the police are carrying out attacks burning of the southeast. But when this invasion happened, as we have come to see, we've seen them deploying a special APC, whatever they call them, armored vehicle. None of those vehicles will leave. They will never go back. If they kill Biafra people, if they kill innocent people in Biafra land, no, those vehicles will not go back. It is going to be eye for an eye. Enough is enough. Go to the UN, tell them that I say so. That anybody, any military man that like the video I showed you yesterday from the CCTV, that they shot one person, killed, and yesterday they killed another young man of 17 years without any provocation. So let them come and invade East and say they want to do one thing or the other. That 3 months, it is going to be a very long 3 months. It is going to be a very long. We will give it to them. It will be a long 3 months. Everybody will be how that is going to happen. It can't be market. You go and bring the military, let them come. This I will surprise. better Nigeria. I want everybody to understand that what we are fighting for is not for a better Nigeria. We are fighting for complete and to better amenities, for better amenities. We're not fighting all those things. The time to fight for it has gone. Okay? We're not fighting for good road. Is it good road you want to give us? You can't give us good road. We're not fighting for all those things. What we're fighting for now, we are fighting for survival. And we're fighting for the Republic of Biafra. Nothing else. So, and in getting this Republic of Biafra, since you people don't want to listen, only thing you do from the time immemorial is to bring military, to bring bullets and gun, to bring tanks and bombs, to bring aircraft and everything. We are going to stand shoulder by shoulder. We are going to make sure that you don't find it easy. You can never ever find it easy in the Southeast. and we know now that the governor, they don't hear. They are now, okay, let us bring the military. But let me tell you, even you, the governor, the time is coming. You are going to flee from Southeast. You will flee. Go and mark it today. You all of you will run from Southeast. But you still have the opportunity to not allow that to happen. Let us come together and iron this thing out. It is not military, it is not bullet, it is not guns, it is not tanks. We have crossed that stage. There is nothing in this life you can bring to Biafra land that is going to move us. Even if you like, go and bring submarine. It cannot move us. If you like, open military base in River Niger and bring a ship, it cannot move us. And it seems that you people don't understand what is going on. We have vowed, we swear oath to restore Biafra in this generation, and we are going to restore it. It doesn't matter what it takes us. It doesn't matter what you do. So, but because it is as if that you people don't understand how serious we are. You don't understand. So I'm trying to make you, I know that you may not understand though, but let me say it for saying sake. If this agitation end agitation, Nigeria every 50 doctrine beyond only your antics is going to last for a few weeks. That is the end. Okay? You started kidnapping in Obibo. Did it stop Biafra? The answer is no. Did it stop Biafra activity in Obibo? The answer is no. Because Obibo is very strong. It's very strong. You started killing people in Imo State. After killing people in Imo State, did this stop Biafra agitation in Imo State? The answer is no. Did this stop some people from using unknown gunmen in Imo State? The answer is no. Did this stop the unknown gunmen from attacking in Imo State? The answer is no. So why do you want to go there again for another military exercise? When we are now ripe like mango. Eh? This is a worst mistake. Because every time you bring military to Biafra land and conduct military exercise, the situation has always gone worse after that. So if you can imagine where you are now, what is happening now, and then you feel so bad about it, my brother, immediately after this military exercise, or even during this military exercise, what you see now, we catapult to more times 10. Is that what you want? All right. The floor is yours. Bring them. Let them come to our land and kill our people. But I want everybody to remember this video I made today, the 5th day of October 2021, warning the governors ahead of time that the military invasion of Biafra land is going to be the worst mistake they have made ever. And of course to them, because to us it's not a mistake. Okay? It's not a mistake. We will fight to finish. We'll fight to finish. And let me tell you, for people who will say, well, we are going to see. I have delivered the message. The message is that it can't stop bullet and gun cannot stop the agitation for Biafra. And so for those who want to join question and answer, I will give you a few minutes, question and answer. This is I have 30 minutes to go because I have 1 hour lunch, and that lunch now I use it to do my program. So I have 30 minutes for question and answer. So if you have any question that bothers you, or that you need answer, I may not be able to answer every question, but I will attempt all your question. At least I will attempt all your question. So here is the link. Watching from Enter Biafra Channel 1. If you are watching this program, go and hit the like button so that other people will have the opportunity to join us. So we are waiting. If you want to join and ask your question, and let us see if we can address it. Welcome to the program, UK.
Good morning over here, Mazi.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for this exposition. The zoo, they will keep on making mistakes. But at the end, Biafra is already here. We already restored Biafra, so no going back. No matter what they bring, at least they can take the example of Afghanistan. I think America, they fought over 20 years. Upon all the money, everything sink. So that's how it's gonna sink. Their power can never overpower the people's power.
Never.
The land belongs to Biafran people. Never. The land does not belong to Fulani. That is Igbo land. And Igbo land must come to stay. We are not losing anything. All those things is our own advantage. So we already win the war.
Exactly.
That is it. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. Right. This is a very good comment. I want this kind of comment, not too long, just sharp, and that's it. That's the way to go. Chinedu, who is the next? Mercy Anosike. Good afternoon from here. Mercy Anosike disappeared. Aka Olisa Nnaemeka. Welcome to the program. Aka Olisa, this is too dark. I cannot hear you. Your voice is cutting. It's not. I can't hear you at all. All right, Sandra and Kenisha, brief. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Sir Mazi. Thank you very much. I want to ask you one thing, please. Don't be angry with me.
But not like a long comment like yesterday. Go ahead.
No, sir. I want to ask, how do you manage to keep on your feet?
How do I manage to keep on my feet?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how.
The Lord is your strength, sir. The Lord is your strength, eh?
How? You mean? I don't understand the question.
I mean, how do you? Because every day you come online. Last night you were online, and you said you wouldn't take time, and you just, I believe you have passion in this thing you're doing. It took you more time, and today again you're still at work. Instead of you to have your break, and so you're eating. You understand? So you're eating right now. Instead of you to just concentrate and maybe relax, have some sleep a bit at the office, maybe 20 minutes. You're still online, just for us to be okay. That's what I mean,
yes.
Sir.
Well, you know that I don't even know how I do it. I must be very sincere. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes I used to think that I spent like 70 hours every day.
Oh, this is your strength, eh?
Every day is 24 hours.
Yeah.
From my calculation, I may be spending 74 hours.
That is it. You are really a strong man. You are very strong.
Well, I know that God trained me for this particular time to come.
I believe, if everybody did not believe this on me particularly, I believe that you were really born for this struggle. You were born for this struggle together with Mazi and the Kano. Yes.
Thank you very much. I I appreciate it.
See, what I want to chip in here is, our governors think, they think maybe Biafrans are joking. They think we are really joking in this struggle. Because if not for the maybe, I realized the other time they said they slapped Rochas Okorocha. He went to India to cure himself. They said spirit slapped him. You know that these people they believe in their juju. They think that the juju will save them when the time comes. You understand? I believe that this very time that their juju will not save them now. Their juju will not save them. They should just better wake up from their sleep before it gets too late. Really. Biafrans are not joking.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I'm going to bring you Osas. Osas, good afternoon from here. Good afternoon from here, Osas.
Good afternoon.
Yes, welcome to the program. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, sir. God is your strength. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, there's a question I want to ask concerning this. I can see that this ministry strike is not for Boko Haram, it's for us, So I don't know how people are in that aspect, because that is what I'm really looking at, and that is why the Janjaweed government went to request this military power and all that. So, and that is really what I'm looking at. It's not my worry anyway, but I'm looking at that area. So I don't know how you leaders, how prepared you are in that aspect. What arrangements you can put in place in that aspect, because we need to be ready in every aspect. We don't need to give these people any chance, because when they have any chance, they will keep operating in that chance. You understand me? So we don't need to give them any chance and all that.
When we get to that bridge, we are going to cross it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I understand you, sir.
We will cross that bridge.
I understand you, sir. Thank you, sir. I understand. That is what it is, sir. Okay, thank you.
Right, Ifan, welcome to the program. Good afternoon from here. Good afternoon from here. Ifan is not talking. Mazi Onwara, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon. Hope I'm coming out loud.
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right. The best people and I'm making doing is there's nothing to compare with it. The only person who grew with the own now, Jesus Christ. Why you with everything yet he used to be a poor man for the sake of the people. Some and again or London this that and so is a prince, is a king. Yet he abandoned those things to come and fight for the people. Even though people planned they connect to crucify Jesus Christ. But I'm encouraging you, and I will continue the work you're doing for us. I love you all. So, and also, I want to use this to encourage our media warriors. I pray that God will strengthen them all the more, because this time is the main time we need their service. We need the service more this time, because the enemy is working tirelessly to see.
Yes, your voice is really breaking, very, very breaking, and it is not nobody is in.
Am I?
Can you check your mic? Can you check your mic? Your voice is breaking so bad. Messi Anosike, welcome to the program. Welcome to the program.
Hello, good day, sir.
Good day from here.
Yeah, thank you very much for the good work you're doing. We are all seeing it. You're all seeing it. You are really doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, God bless you, sir. Please, all these things happening in Biafra land, anybody that is a human being that breaks will know that we are being cheated in Nigeria, and all these killings is getting too much there. And I'm just asking, should we keep on sitting and continue watching these people to continue killing us? I've not seen this type of thing in their place, that military will go there, police will start shooting people anyhow, but where they have power is in Biafra land. Our leaders are so stupid that they can't do anything, and they are supporting them to kill us. So should we keep on sitting down and watching these people? So this is my question. Sometimes I will sit down like this. How will they be killing us like as in animals? That even that we don't have value. So I don't know. So you people should please know what to do. I don't know. To put
you know that, it is not just about us. The people that are fighting the leaders are not just Biafra. Even the Nigeria people are fighting them. So the enemy surround them, and I believe that we are not happy. Even those who are Nigerians are not even more angry than we are to these leaders. So we'll be watching them, and at the due time we will send a message. But for now, we'll be watching them. But I don't think that this is going to last long, because the Nigeria people, those who are the Nigeria people, they are the evil one, very, very wicked people. So they will be the one to be dealing with them. Our own is to focus on how to get this Biafra. And getting the Biafra is that we're going to turn every stone. But these are our leaders who, instead of going for Biafra or trying to protect our land, they rather bring the military and all that. So it is the same military that they are bringing that is going to kill them. Because when this military come and they are not satisfied with what they see, or they see something different from what the governor tell them, they are going to be looking after going after the governor. That is how they do. So anybody who sabotages people, they can never trust them. Okay? So most of them, this Nigeria will kill them. The same Nigeria, they have killed a lot of people who work for them at the end of the day. Okay? Is it not Dr. Malafia? Did he not serve Nigeria up to a deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria? Did they not kill him? They poisoned him. Did they not kill Dora Akunyele? Dora Akunyele was the woman that saved Nigeria then by announcing, by blowing the whistle of the death of Yaradua. What happened to her? They killed her. And now and they didn't forget that, because that was a very big setback for northern Nigeria. They targeted the husband. Did they not kill the husband? They killed the husband in Anambra. So the thing is that all these leaders you see today, we don't even have time for them. The people that will kill them are the Nigerian people they serve at the end of the day. So, my sister, that is how it is going to be. We will focus on Biafra and allow them, the devil and devil, to deal with each other.
And another thing is, we have to keep on telling the people back home. Let them, if they comes like this, let everyone go inside. Because all this killing, the thing, I don't know. In fact, I'm not feeling okay when I'm seeing all this calls, as in everywhere, shooting people are dying like I've never seen this kind of thing before. Look at here we are. It's hardly you see army outside. It's hardly you see. It's just police. Now you will see police, even no matter anything you do, it's hardly they shoot you. But here in Nigeria, I don't know, sir. The thing is too much. That is, oh God. In fact, it's well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. I have is it 15 minutes more from my break to go? So we're gonna have something. Our secretary, do you want to talk or you want to stay behind the scene? Secretary, all the way from Dubai. Welcome to the program. You are not talking, no. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. So
my mic was on. My mic was off.
Your mic was off.
My mic. All the way from the Arab Emirates.
Yes, welcome to the program.
No, the camera is not perfect, but he did so many things. People started hearing him. So, and when you just do as the Spirit leads you. Forget about what people are saying. Do as the Spirit.
Thank you very much.
So keep moving. Keep moving.
Thank you very much.
Anything I want to I will tell you stop today. I don't want to stop. Just keep moving.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna bring Ogene, welcome to the program. Ogene, good afternoon from here. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Okay, Ogene is not talking. So we're gonna bring NCBD. NCBD, good afternoon from here.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you live and direct. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. So I just wanted to say, like you said, this military operation that they want to bring in our place, I think it's a very big mistake. It's a very, very big mistake because the timing, everything, this is the time when people are on edge, when people are fed up, and this can be like a trigger to something that they never see, they've not seen coming, especially the so-called Southeast leaders.
Exactly.
And I feel like this is the time for them to be very wise, and this is not like before where they'll just come and do their Python dance and go away and they think things will remain the same. So this is the time where anything that happens now will trigger something that will be so hard for people to recover. Unless, the only recovering will just be that Biafra that they are trying to suppress will just come by itself. So, and they should also understand, the problem with these people is that many of them, I think their system is a cowardly system whereby they will come and leave the men that they are supposed to fight and start going to attacks of targets and maybe even harmless people on the street, women, children, and all that. So our people also need to be careful. This time, people should know how they move, and people should know when to be indoors, and people should, because let's say if they will go to the houses and bring people out to kill. But I wish they understand that right now, this is the wrong time, this is the wrongest time to bring any kind of military action in the Southeast. This is the very wrong time. People are on edge, and this can be a trigger. Unless if, like what Mazi have been saying, and I feel like that is what is going to happen right now, these people have really come for, the war. I think they really want that war. And like what the other caller said, these Tucano crafts that they are bringing, it's now obvious that it was just a disguise that they want to use it for Boko Haram. This thing, it's just a disguise. But they don't know, they probably think they have everything figured out, but they don't know the will of the people is at the highest right now. And we should all just be careful. We should be careful But our people should know the so-called leaders, the so-called Southeast politicians, or whatever they are, even your Anese, everybody should know now that allowing the military or supporting them to come in is just bringing Biafra.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just bringing Biafra. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is a fact. That's a fact. I hope don't complain when the show starts.
Yeah, I hope they don't complain. Mazi Simon, let me add one thing. Let me just make this very brief. And this is just like I'm appealing to our people. Let us all, it has nothing to do with being tribal or anything. We must all learn to stand for each other. Because we've seen where we are, we've seen the things that we are going through. Let our people everywhere, no matter what you feel like your brother or someone from your tribe has done to you, you should be able to let us look after each other. Let us look after each other. Let us support each other. No matter what disagreement we may have inside, we should make sure that we stand for each other, because what we are facing in that country, fighting among ourselves or having these things among ourselves in the open is going to make it worse for us. So let us learn to always stand for each other. It has nothing to do with being tribal. It's because of the kind of situation we find ourselves. We must stand for ourselves, just like the way the Jews are standing for themselves. If the Jews did not stand for themselves, by now they would have been wiped out. But they knew that they were on their own. They knew that people don't want to see them. They knew that everybody want them out of the face of the earth. So you find out they all came together, and everything they do for the good of their people. So that's why they are so strong, to the extent that right now there's something called anti-Semitism laws, whereby if you say something against them, you can even pay for it with your career or even your freedom. So we must also know that we are in that kind of situation, and we must stand for ourselves at all times. We must move as a people. And most especially, all these people that are coming out talking about activity, like people like this, Joe Ekpa and the rest, those are the kind of people that we should, I'm not calling for any violence towards them, but we should be always ready to shut them down, because those are internal enemies that we have, So we must move as one, we must move as a group. We must know that there's no one that loves us now more than the way we love ourselves. And the coming of the military in the southeast is just like a trigger for something that they will be so shocked.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is a very apt advice. Your advice is very apt, and people should head to this advice. We are going to be creating a very serious awareness, and to guide our people how to behave. How to be moving, so to avoid being a victim of these terrorists that are coming to the southeast. As I know that they are going to face a very big surprise. Thank you very much. All right. I want to bring you. I have 7 minutes more to go. Nero, welcome to the program. Good afternoon from here. Good afternoon from here, Nero. Good afternoon. Nero is not talking. All right. Prince Terry, welcome to the program.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. Good afternoon from here.
Can you hear me, Simon Ekpa?
I can hear you. Please go ahead. I have 7 minutes more to go.
What I want to tell your people is that actually I'm a Yoruba guy, but I find your program very interesting. But your people, I don't know why they don't understand that the issue of rigging of election cannot be stopped in Nigeria. Yes. The reason why they have to end Nigeria, number one. And number two, you remember that they open up all their borders for their brothers to come and be voting for them. That was why that stupid man was talking last time that they have the numbers. Which number do they have?
Yes.
Children are voting in the north. It's allowed in Nigerian election. And most of your governors, your politicians, I believe, they know if Biafran comes, they cannot be able to do all these criminal activities like rigging of election.
Yes.
it's part of the reason why they refuse to support Nnamdi Kanu in this position. So I believe your people should be able to understand this, that it cannot be possible. Wazobia, we were taught Wazobia when we were in school, not Wafobia.
Not Wafobia, exactly. It was Wazobia. Now the demography has changed.
I mean,
they have changed demography. It is no longer Wazobia. It is not even a Wafobia. It doesn't have a name.
I'm 50. It was who? How did we come here? Come to Bia. Come. People should wake up. They should be able to wake up. The longer they are just wasting time by manipulating with this election. The Anambra, the way they are organizing, there are some guys, they are telling me there is crowd, there is this, there is nothing they can do. Aso Rock has been hypnotized, only to defeat only the Fulanis. There is juju there. If they can bring, if they can bring our capital back to the West, then maybe we can be able to do a cleansing. They call it Rainigu in Deutschland. They can clean all those spiritual, whatever they put. Look at, we have a son, pastor, professor, Osibajo. Since he is in office, what has he done for the South?
Nothing.
Nothing. 100 Tunumbu, 100 good luck in Aso Rock.
They can't change anything.
It's like pouring water in a basket. I'm telling
you, my brother, you understand?
They need to know this. They need to go and know this. No matter, if they gather all the gurus in the South to be in Aso Rock, nothing, the capacity will never allow them to do anything.
Exactly.
People should come back home. Thank you for all your effort.
Thank you very much, my brother. The next phase we are going to now is to also make our brothers from your side, everybody to understand the importance of sit at home. You know, see this. You can imagine, maybe you talk with this guy. Yes, we are going to be doing that.
Relate with Michael General to do something about it. See, there are some of we who know the right thing to do. I see no reason why that Tinubu cannot go and repent. I said people should repent. Release stolen money if there is any. He should rehabilitate his boys and join the moving train with Akitoye, and let's move on to save our people from modern slavery. We are in all the activity that is going on right now is just like modern slavery, conniving with the British.
I see. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. I also thank you for the great work you are doing. I really appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
And you too. All right, we are going to have probably the last person because I have 2 hours, and I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring 2 persons that have their videos on. I'm going to bring Eze, Chigozie, and Henry Ibabuchi. Any other person that bring video on will not come. These 2 persons, I will give you. Please, one minute. Eze, Chigozie, welcome to the program.
Hello, my able comrades.
Good afternoon from here.
Yeah, it's been long. You know, I'm the one that always started with you in this program when you started. You know, if you remember, I called you privately.
Wow.
I told you that any day you are ready, we move.
Exactly.
Mazi, there's one thing I want to thank you so much for, because I've learned a lot of things from you, believe me, a lot of things from you, because I just want to tell my Biafran brothers all over the world today, if you know you can do better than Mazi Simon Ekpa, please, take the seat. If you know, Mazi Nadekalu say 100 men, and anybody that is challenging what Chukwukikabiam have given to us, if you know you can do consistency of what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing, please, we will follow you. Because any man that comes to 45 minutes of his program talking about what is gossip is not a man. Because I know what it means that, brother Mazi, you finish your program around almost 2 o'clock yesterday. And where are they? They are sleeping. But I was in your program around 2 o'clock yesterday. So if they can do better than you, please, it's 100 men our onion do beg us for. And we are seeing only one man.
Yeah, we are many.
No, bros, there's what they call consistency. This is what the foundation Mazi and the Kalu lay for us, consistency. And I know what is consistency because you are a proof of consistency. Because somebody asked you the question today, say, Mazi, how are you sleeping? Me, same thing, I'm asking myself, how this man, who God? Go short, they say, God, if God be for you, nobody can be against you. Because it's strength.
Until you watch my program and you are still here watching.
Yeah, why I'm watching? Because you are my mentor.
But you see, that means you are doing what I'm doing too.
Yeah, no, but the difference between me and you is because any of them can they come to your program and prove to you that, Mazi, in this struggle, I've never seen great men in your program that they can be in their own program. Do you know how many people come from diaspora? Who is the lawyer of Onyendu is talking to you from the United States, from the America?
Yes.
How many people come to your program? The program in Kenya, you are there. Anybody that want to talk with you, you are there. Yeah. And you are not the kind of person that insult people. You lecture people. So I am part of your. I told you that. Listen, there's one thing I want to add. Monyendu, I showed my face because I'm doing program also. Mazi, we need great men from this Europe here. I'm among one of them. Very strong. I'm not afraid. I speak Yoruba. I speak Hausa. I live in the north. I know this thing they are doing. I've been privileged to meet what they call his name, Mustafa, in Krikri Yard with Maurice Ibegwe before he passed away in Adebendel. I know what I'm talking. I speak Yoruba. I live in Yoruba land, born there in Lagos. So when you come to Abuja, I know Abuja, I know the north. I can tell you more about the northern people. Fulani people, what they call them in Abuja is Agwe. They live in the forest. You understand me now? So there's one problem that we have to understand. And what is that problem? Our problem is in Biafra land. You understand me? So we need men. Mazi, put me among that men that is ready to march any day to Biafra land. I am not telling you that I'm joking. That's why you see my face here. I am not hiding it. I don't believe on... People can participate on their social media, no problem. But there are great men that is on the ground that are ready to wait for your call one day. Say, how many of us are ready to march to Biafra land? My name is Mazi Chigoze Henry, and I'm at Ojo. I am ready to go there. If I die for this struggle, that is the greatest thing I have achieved before mankind. Because the intimidation these people have been putting us. 1999, Ojukwu came to trade fair. I was there because we used to sell motor pass in Abuja in Ipob village. 1999, when Ojukwu opened trade, Ojukwu left there 30 minutes with anger. I will never forget that one. I left from Maza to Abuja that day. You understand me? So this something, this Biafra thing have not been bearing fruit like this. But I took my time 2016 to listen to Mazi and Kalu because I was devastated. So when I start following you, is when you started this your program, I start following you. Man, there is nobody like you in this apart from Mazi and Kalu. I am not joking. I am not joking. So you need to recruit soldiers like me more. Bro, I can come to Finland and meet you. Brother, you can recruit us more soldiers. Because we need it. Because we have to take the bull by the horn. Because this social media, they think we are joking. If we have not knocked into the door of the people who sold us out since I was born to today, we have been suffering. 1996, when I entered Abuja, we are the Ipob people that develop Abuja. From area 1 to Garikibile, to Nyanya, to Maraba, to... I will call the whole Abuja for you. So anybody that want to doubt me, I will prove it to him. We Ipob people, we are blessed people. But one thing that we have problem today, the problem is in Biafra land. All the people represented of in National Assembly, what have they done? All the allocation money they gave to them, where is the proof of the allocation money? Where is the proof? So what are they preaching? What are they preaching? We don't need to talk about. My mama today never entered train because of waiting. The same problem. I went to Nigeria. Second Niger bridge, 6 years, they have not finished it. If you go to Nigeria and bridge of Nigeria, the east to come to the east, brother, that bridge very soon you go follow. I am not joking. You know that some people go to Nigeria to go and do Oringo. I don't go to Nigeria to Biafra land to do Oringo. Brother, I dey cry. As we go, one day now we develop Lagos. Come to First Stack. Come to Ikeja. Na Igbo people. Come to Abuja. The same. I say I entered Abuja 1996. I got close to Nikon Logan. You see Ezeko Plaza. Come to Abuja now. They sell Belgium money. What I sell in Abuja is Motor Square Park, New Park, now Ipob village. Aerofy. That is the governor of Kaduna State. Now he destroyed most of our 8 houses in Ipob village. Aerofy, when he was the Minister of House Assembly in Abuja. Then I was privileged when I was in trade fair in Lagos. Ojukwu came to open there in 1999. He was very, very angry. He said, why don't you bring this business to Anambra or Enugu? You see, the problem we are suffering to today, I don't want to blame even the Fulani people, because if you don't open your door, criminal no go come inside. Now our elite governors and the people they say they represent this in Igbo. If you remember the 80 days, anybody that is representing like the governors, you don't talk to these people anyhow. If you can remember, that time Amadio had there, all the Shuram did there, but now the Bible is not working. The Quran is not working, because if they take you to the Shuram, you knock them for ground 2 times or 3 times. You don't go talk nonsense. You can sleep, you don't go wake up again. They have made us to look like we are not worshiping Chukwu Kabioma. But this new generation of Biafra, I pity for them. I pity for their children. I'm telling you, they don't know the damage and the kind of evil they have sown, and they will repeat. Thank you so much. Let me leave my fellow comrade to speak there.
Thank you very much. You have chopped almost 8 minutes, but I like it. You are a very nice person. We always keep in touch. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right. So I'm Ibe
Mazi, dalo ekelem gi Mazi.
Dewo.
Ekelem go ase nke onye na-eme ya meshi ike nke ị na-eme Chukwu oke abịa ma no yegi.
Thank you. My time for
sorry, I'm going to leave you to go to lunch. All I want to say is that
I need to go.
Okay. Okay. Yem choi adebo that na again your program yesterday. I listened to your program yesterday, and when you said these people they are coming now. They are coming now. Why are they coming now? So I want to remind you that, do you remember Obadiah Melafia said that in 2022, these people are planning to start the war by 2022. So for me, that they are coming in October, for me, it's the plan for 2022. So we have to assume that this is their coming for 2022. And like you said, we being prepared that these 3 months is going to last more than 3 months. You said it, and I saw it in another way. So let's be prepared for their 2022. They are all here now. And I live in Sweden. I have 4 children already. So any day we say, okay, it's time to go. Mazi, let's go.
Thank you very much.
We know them. Dalusa.
Thank you.
Mama.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, Ogechi. You want to scatter everywhere, ba?
Ross, I want to shake the table small, you understand?
You want to shake the table?
I want to shake the table small. You know, me, I even see and saying that that bomber jet where they carry go now, they for my they use that this shoot go.
Now what is?
I said that fighter jet where they carry they go southeast. Now they for mine, I the bullets fair meet.
That's so.
Now they for mine fair meet. Now I see one fly come out, then they shoot and come back. They cover the government half on hand. So we don't need to fear about all those. Our leader talk this thing say before 2021, things will happen, and these people are going to come, and that is why he give us 150 days prayer from Sam, and he never finish. He talk and say before the prayer fasting will finish, different thing will happen. These people, they are desperate to do anything or do it. If you watch the video where he showed yesterday where they go shoot that guy down, those people will pilot that vehicle. None of them are Fulani drivers. If you watch, you see the distance where they give themselves. So that the driver like saying, desert night and day, say, man, anything can happen. You understand? So my own is that they get good. You understand? That's what you mean when you read. But you go good. When you be dead, that's not go good.
Exactly.
So, that is what I'm that this thing. So, hello, good night. Yeah, that's by any card in this person walking. So, Basia, okay, no problem. This thing I did. So, Basia, those guys that make that video, pushing at the top.
Oh, I know.
I feel what now. Oh, you made that video at the top. That's so great. Whatever.
Yeah, yes.
What now? But ever talk a wish woeful. Because a wolf now. But we put what? I want. I had our roto that as the Jena. If I cry, you what do she? Akomata. More big job one. No. Don't worry, my brother. I get married. No matter of time. Our leader after.
Yes.
Our leader after. And if you really make a married, because that thing our leader put. That thing our leader put must go. Ekpa never John. Because this 2021 is going to be super hot.
Yes.
And although the songs for the poor people are full, both the rich and the big are full. What are now? What the rich?
If I can maybe that program answer, if I answer, and the dragon,
we will never fall on the road. We will never fall on the road. I hear you promise land now.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay,
bros.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I know a lot of people are laughing. Imankozo. Thank you very much for watching. I'm already late, 13 minutes late, but I'm going to cover up, so it's not a problem. Thank you for watching. See you in the evening. We're going to be back. And again, I am saying it again that our app is ready. Everybody have just witnessed what happened yesterday. Facebook went off. WhatsApp went off. Instagram went off. Everything shut down yesterday. And people were running head-to-head. Now think about it. What if actually that you wake up one day and this is shut down completely? What are you going to do? All of you tested it. That is why it is very important. We have our own. We have our own social media. It is there. And people are using it already. And it has not been announced officially. Our leader will announce it. Now, that is the reason why we have Enter Biafra live streaming app. Because we are thinking ahead of all these things that is happening. We want to be ahead. That is how nations are innovative. When you are an innovative nation, you move ahead of others. So you think ahead of others. That is what Biafra will do. And that is why I begin immediately. I begin to look into having our own social media app, our own independent this, independent that, and you see the impact of it. Because any day they are going to shut us down. That is it. We cannot start from that time to build a community. So now that we have access to Facebook, we have access to Twitter, we have access to Instagram, we have access to everywhere. Once this app is out, you make sure you share it everywhere. Let us use the access we have from other applications, from other apps, to make our people to start to use it. This one you are using is not our own. It's not owned by Biafra. Okay? So there is nothing wrong by somebody having something that will also be of use to Biafra struggle, and at the same time is coming from a Biafra person. So any day it's shut down, we know that we will explain what happened, why it is shut down. Our live streaming app is ready, and it is ready to go. So we may release it to the Telegram, like I said, in maybe any moment from now. Once I hear that go ahead from the IT technicians, I will just post it, and I want people to download it. And it is on iOS and Android. So we are coming fully with full force. You'll be watching our program on iOS. You'll be watching our program on Android. So there is no point. You don't need to go, just download the app. Everything in Enter Biafra is there. So you don't need to have a problem anymore. Once you download it, you are going to have access to everything in Enter Biafra. Channel 1, Enter Biafra live broadcasting. Once we are live, you click on it, that's it. You're watching it, you'll be getting everything, both article, both everything, news, whatever is in the app. That's a way to go. So thank you very much for being being part of this program today. We continue in the evening. See you very much. Thank you very much. See you in the evening. I love you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonians. May God bless Mazi and Bikano. May God bless Ipob worldwide. May God bless ESN, Sunday Igbo, and Co. May God bless all of you. Afternoon from here. Bye.
Il y a beaucoup de choses à dire à propos de notre nouvelle gamme imperméabilisation. Mais si tout simplement on vous montrait que ça marche. WP7 retient l'eau là où il faut.
Senate Minority Leader Senator Ayabari, thank you so much for talking to us on Channels Television.
Attention, attention. IPOB, one family. This announcement is for those outside of the USA that wish to donate to the Eastern Security Network Fund that is based in the United States. Because of the fees that donators have to pay the bank when sending wires, we recommend that if you're sending less than $250, that you donate through the IPOB USA website. It's fast, simple, and less expensive for you. Go to our website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. That is www.ipobinusa.org/donate and make your contribution. When it comes to keeping our people safe, every bit counts. After all, the security of our communities is our responsibility. Let's make this happen together.
Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Oh yes, I know. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Yes, I freedom. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, I freedom. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Good evening, good evening. Welcome to this broadcast today, the 5th and the 6th day of October 2021. It is still on the 5th. You are still on the 5th of October because those of you Biafra land, why I am already on the 6th of October here. Thank you for joining. We will try to make this thing as snappy as possible. I have come to address 3 major issues this evening. One is the comment, opinion you read that has a lot of people are sharing on social media. That opinion is from the Washington Times. The article and opinion of one professor, Ivan Sheehan. Ivan Sheehan is a professor and a specialist in whatever terrorism and stuff like that. And he gave opinion that small terrorists, whatever I call it in Africa, is taking the United States Secretary of State to court. So a lot of people saw it and they are sharing it. And they are sharing it. So I have come to address that particular issue. And we want every Biafran to go to Twitter and make that man uncomfortable until his judgment, until his conscience will tell him that he has done very wrong thing, because he knows nothing. He has collected he has collected money through some of his contact, through some of his students who are Fulanis studying in the US. We understand that Fulani have their own network in the United States. And this network of Fulanis, some of them are also students. They are studying in the US and they are working and putting things together, resources together to fight for the conquest of Nigeria. You don't know this. Do you know this? You don't know. I am telling you today, there are groups of Fulanis who live and reside in the United States. And they are also pressing button. So what you saw in Washington time is one of the button they press. But we are going to quench that fire because they misfired it. First of all, it is a well-known fact that we have actually hit the target. Okay? IPOB, Biafra people, we have hit the target. So that target we hit is exactly the reaction. You know, they say there is no action without when you have action, you have reaction. So the reaction is the article you saw today on Washington Times. But before I go into addressing that Washington Times article, I want you to understand one thing. disregard it. We are going to, make sure that we rubbish that particular opinion. I want to do something. What you saw on Washington Time is just, not even up to a good propaganda, but they want anybody that comes across it to read it. This is a media, media is very powerful. That's why it is very, very important that we use everything available to us for this media war. That is why it is a very, very shameful thing that when some people want to listen to Biafra, when they want to, some people don't even know the kind of damage that all these people who rant on social media are doing. That's why I say we need to be, the leadership of this movement need to start to select or caution those who come on social media and talk rubbish. If you want to focus on discussing about our local people, the local people who don't buy the idea of Biafra, if that is your level, if that is the level you can operate, you will be allowed to discuss, to start to educate the local people using our local dialect, okay? Not to come on social media and then you'll be talking rubbish. And you in the name of Biafra. And then when all these people in the US, they will be making reference, when they will tell them, do you want to see them? Do you want to see the people fighting for Biafra? Do you want to see them? Go to this page. They will copy this one and share and say, look at them, look at how they are backing. Okay? These people are bringing bad image to IPOB. And I'm saying it, where a lot of people will not understand. What you saw on Washington Post today is also as a result of that, because that man may have listened to some of them who doesn't make sense. Who doesn't make sense. Okay? Instead of them to tell the world how Fulani are killing their people, is how to kill Simon Ekpa, how to kill this one, how to kill that one. And when they go to check who is this Simon Ekpa they want to kill, Simon Ekpa is still talking about Biafra. The people will get confused. And the people who are going to tell them the story, they are not going to tell them the truth. They will tell them lies because they want them to come in. They want those who their voice are being heard. They want those who when they write their opinion in Washington Times, like you see it, the Washington Times will carry that opinion. Okay? And today, you are not addressing it. You will not address it. It is still me and other people that will come to address and try to fight against that man who probably may have been enticed and bought with money or Fulani to come to Washington Post and give opinion. So that opinion, and if you go to, one thing that surprised me is that I don't know whether Twitter is down, okay? I don't know. I don't know whether Twitter is down. I wrote a response, a counter response to this man on Twitter. I don't know whether anybody see it. Okay? I'm surprised. So maybe Twitter is down today. Please, so if you have noticed it, you tell us. Is Twitter down? Because from when I responded to that man, I don't think anybody see it. So but what I'm going to do, okay, Twitter was not down. Okay, I don't know. Go to my Twitter page. Go to my Twitter page. I share that Twitter is not working. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. But so tomorrow I will still go to respond to that man the same day because I am surprised. Okay, that nobody saw the Twitter when I was responding to that man. Anyway, but that is by the way. So this what you see now will be coming because we have hit the target. We've hit the target in so many ways. Biafra struggle, Ududuwa struggle, we have hit the target. And let me just give you an example of the target we've hit now. For the very first time in the history of Nigeria, no Nigerian anywhere in the world is proud to protest for Nigeria. Because the only people that are abroad protesting for Nigeria are the Biafrans and Ududuwas. Okay? And now Ududuwas and Biafra no longer want Nigeria. So nobody to protest for Nigeria, they have to now go and hire people and hire black Americans, pay them money to come and protest at the UN. Now, after that protest, after what happened at the UN, the Fulanis in America, they have realized that they have lost this battle over Nigeria. They now understand that battle over Nigeria is already a lost battle. They understand that we have done a lot of work, especially on sensitization. So what do they have to do? They want to now start to fight that thing we are fighting in America. They want to start fighting also from America because they have them America. Okay? And one thing you should know is that just as we have our group in America, that is the same way Fulani have their groups in America. And they are also reaching out to Fulanis in Nigeria, sponsoring them. Are you aware of that? I want you, somebody say my voice is breaking. Let me refresh. Can you hear me now? So as you know, whatever this person that is coming in, Okonta Igwe or something, I have not asked anybody to join me, so please don't come back. So as we have our own group, that is exactly the same way Fulani have their own group in America, and they are sponsoring what you see going on in Nigeria. And one day, maybe tomorrow, maybe next tomorrow, I'm going to bring you some proof of how the Fulanis are discussing about Nigeria in their forum in America. I'm going to bring the proof to you, okay? But I don't want to bring it now so they don't know that we're following them. Now, so I want to tell you people one thing. I am going to read what this man wrote on Washington Time. I will read it and I will try to read it to the end. And I'm going to tell you something. Because a lot of people are already panicking. Oh, and if you see the title of the article, they nearly bring Ipob, bring itself nearly to terrorism or whatever. I want to pull that particular article. One moment. There we go. One moment. So when you look at this, So when you look at this title, this man said, U.S. ignores small Africa terrorist group, Ipob, at its peril. Okay? Ignore Ipob at its peril. Okay? Okonta Igwe, I know that you are Amadi. Leave this place. I don't know what is wrong with you. Leave this place. U.S. ignore small terrorist group Ipob at its peril. The State Department need to designate indigenous people of Biafra as a foreign terrorist organization. Those people that are coming, clicking this link, you don't know that I can destroy the system you are using. In fact, you people don't know how wicked I am sometimes. You know, I told you I have not invited you here. I have not invited you here to come. And I'm pleading with you, don't come in here until I invite you. And every time I come here, some of you will click the link I posted to come here. One day I am going to make sure I put a big virus. Anytime you click this link, your system will be destroyed. If you try, you think I will not do it. You go and buy a new. If you are using phone to click this thing, you will buy a new phone. One day I will inject virus that if you click on it, your phone will crash. When I don't invite you to come here, don't come here and disturb me. I don't want to see you here until I say people to join me. Why are you clicking the link? Because you have a link to click. And this man went further to say, the State Department need to designate indigenous people of Biafra as a foreign terrorist organization. Now, what you should know is that what prompted this man to give this opinion was given on the 4th of October. Analysis. Now, remember that this is not article per se. This is opinion. Analysis. Opinion. Now, the man said, an African terrorist organization is issuing U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin in the U.S. Federal Court. It's a beggar's belief. You see? It's a beggar's belief. So how did it happen? So this man is shocked. He's shocked that indigenous people of Biafra, is suing the United States Secretary of State and the Defense Minister. Okay? And, before I go further into this particular exposition and analysis, I want you to pay attention. I said, leave here. I have not invited anybody to come here, please. This man who have written this opinion, okay, before I go further into this particular analysis, I want to show you his name. Let us go straight to where they wrote his name, okay? What is happening here? This is not a complete article. A moment. Okay, here. I want you to know his name first. Now, what is the name of this person who wrote this article? His name is Ivan Sascha Shihan. Now, and he called himself is the executive director of the School of Public and International Affairs at the University of Baltimore. Opinion expressed here are his own. Did you see? So opinion expressed here are his own. So this Washington Times want to tell you that this have nothing to do with them. Of course, they know that they know that publishing this kind of thing is evil, and of course, so they have to say that the opinion is his own. So this is his opinion, okay? Opinion of somebody with such name, with this name now. And I want you now to go into name check, into background check, and find out that somebody with such a name have link to Islamic country. Anybody with such name, with this name now, have link to Islamic country. Okay? It is either all these Chechnya, or all these Georgia, or all these Pakistan kind of country, those kind of Arab, Asia, or something country like that. So with a name like this, have ties, at least, to Islam or to a Muslim country. So before we go further into reading this thing that this man is doing here, or this man said here, you will understand that the name will go a long way into telling you the person we are dealing with, okay? And we are going to shock this man to let him understand that Biafra will be the last people he will toy with his cunning Islamic propaganda. So, before you comment, before you begin to read meanings, before you begin to talk about this particular man and the opinion expressed on this Washington Times, I want you to know that his name is Ivan Sascha Shihan. This is like a Muslim country, Muslim name from a Muslim country. So, he originally, even if he's something else in America, even if he's like Obama, like we all know, he is not, if he say he's not a Muslim or he's not being genuine, so he's not telling you the truth. He must have his root from these Islamic countries. So having established this fact now from this name, I have to go forward and to start to read. I may not have the time to read all the junks he wrote here. I may not have the time to read all the junks he wrote, but let me just tell you the reason why he gets so irritated by indigenous people of Biafra. First of all, he said that we are taking Secretary of State to court, and we are taking the defense, the defense secretary to court. And so, how did it happen? The answer is frequently or frustratingly simple. The violent secessionist group in question, indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, is yet to be designated a foreign terrorist organization by the U.S. Department of State. This is despite repeated plea to do so by long-standing U.S. ally Nigeria. You see, where Ipob is based and carries out its murderous activities. So when you read this particular line now, you understand that our Nigeria government, the Fulani government money is talking here. They have approached this man, and this man is now lobbying for the Nigerian government. So, of course, using his opinion. So they approach him through the Fulani student that from this community that I was talking about. They have been able to approach this man, being a director in university, and so some of the bad people in the school, they have connived and come together with the Nigerian government controlled by Fulani. So the same people who hired protesters, black protesters, to come and protest for Nigeria at the UN, they are the same people that now they have taken a different approach, which is approaching this kind of professor to rubbish himself. Because at the end of the day, he will end up rubbishing himself. He don't know how resolute we are when somebody write this kind of thing against us. So I know that by the time Biafra finish with him, he will ever regret writing against Biafra people. Okay, so when you read this line, you understand that he was actually saying and writing exactly what the Fulanis told him. Because ordinarily, how would he know that the U.S. ally, which is Nigeria, have repeatedly pleaded the United States to designate Ipob as terrorist group? Where did he get the information? Is he part of America diplomat, or is he part of Nigeria? Is he having contract in Nigeria? So how did he know? He know because the Nigeria government have approached him, furnished him with money, and because of his name, showing where he come from originally, he collected the money, and now he is working for the Nigeria government to help them to conquer the southern Nigeria. So we are going to expose him this evening. And remember that I said, he wrote here, you see, despite repeated pleas to do so by a long-standing U.S. ally, Nigeria, okay? So he knew he have access to information from the information minister of Nigeria, which America government is not listening to again. So he have the access to the information minister, who now briefed him that the Nigeria government have repeatedly pleaded with the U.S. to designate Ipob as a terrorist organization, okay? And that is where he get this information that the Nigeria government has been playing, because Nigeria government did not write in social media, neither did they write in Washington, neither did they go to CNN and pleaded with CNN and announced in CNN that they want America to designate Ipob as a terrorist organization. So from there, he got the information. So he got first-hand information from those who came to U.S. during the United Nations General Assembly, and they approached him, and this is part of the deal they have, just like we are having our own deal with the people fighting us. So now he come, but the only thing is that his own, their own is local, okay? He doesn't have any, it is like very, very local, lobby. Is a local lobbyist, a local lobby, who lobby by giving opinion. The next thing is that they went after that. The next thing is that you have to go to this man, pay him, and to come and write this rubbish. Thank you for your super chat. Somebody say, Simon, remember after your BBC interview, the next thing was that Ipob was threatening the life of him. Don't fall for this. You will next say Ipob threatened his life. Be very careful with this. I don't understand, Ken Mori, what you were talking about. I don't know where the threat to life is coming from. I don't understand what you said. And I don't know when you say referring to him. I don't know who is him. Or is this a continuation of your comment? So could you please make yourself very clear so we know what you're talking about? And the comment is there. I have made a post. That's why I was wondering. I made a post on my official Facebook page and also on the Twitter, and I told Biafrans to go to his Twitter and make him restless to understand what the nonsense is done, because he cannot just come and start giving opinion about IPOB. Before I go further, let me make it very clear. IPOB is a victim of the Nigeria state. We are victim. The indigenous people of Biafra, we are victim. We are not the terrorist part. The government is the terrorist part. The government sponsors terrorism, which everybody has confirmed, including the former government official and all that. So we are the victim of the terrorism activities and sponsor of the from the Nigerian government. We are the victims. Okay, we are the victim of massacre. We are the victim of systematic killings. We are the victim of genocide. We are the victim of war crime. So it is this man is just completely out of box. Okay, well, let us read it. I don't know whether I have time to read all this, but okay. It is difficult to explain. It is difficult to explain how U.S. interests are served by inaction and complicity on Ipob. The listing costs nothing. You see, he is the one now telling the America that the listing costs nothing, but the designation would have significant implication for the group continuance. And what this man don't know is that. What the man is trying to do now is to designate Ipob. That is, of course, it's not possible, but to designate Ipob a terrorist organization so that it will give his Islamic terrorist group in Nigeria the opportunity to continue to continue the conquest of the southern Nigeria. That is all. And what he don't know is that the American intelligence agency, the Department of State, they understand Nigeria more than somebody say Shehan is 100% Irish surname. Well, it can be Irish surname, but I am telling you that that name is not only Irish name. It's more popular in some of the Muslim countries. Some of the Muslim countries, it is more popular there. I don't know where, like I said, I don't know where he comes from. It is not only Shehan, it's also the Sasha and the Ivan. So I don't know whether Ivan is also Irish name. But anyway, somebody say it's from Irish, is a complete Shehan, is a Irish, 100% Irish surname. But anyway, I believe he has some things to do with the Muslim because I've seen a lot of them that answers such name. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even if he come from even if he's a Irishman. I saw a picture of him. Kosovo. Kosovo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alina Katen, and hey, thank you very much. Kosovo. Yes. Kosovo, sound more of Kosovo. And Kosovo, they have extremists. You know that. In Kosovo, they have, in Kosovo, they have extremists in Kosovo. Okay? So, it's a name like in those areas. In those areas, they answer such a name. So, but what I know, whether it's Kosovo, whether it's Irish, what I know is that he must have ties to Muslim country. No, that is not his real name. You see, Sasha said to him to like what IPOB is doing because what they want is to take over the world. Okay, so anything that the point is that it doesn't matter. He said that he's an expert in terrorism and all that. The Department of State, they know America, they know Nigeria very well. The United States Intelligence Agency, they know Nigeria very well. So, and they know the IPOB, they know Biafra. You see, you cannot be talking about Biafra as a terrorist. Biafra has fought a war. You see, people do not understand the we had independence. We declared independence state for 3 good years. Okay, for 3 good years, we had our own state, we had our own everything, and some country recognized us. So you cannot just come now and expect a country to designate IPOB a terrorist just because IPOB wants to be free from Nigeria. It doesn't work like that. So it doesn't mean that as Amazonia is fighting now, Amazonia will also be called terrorist organization by the US. Is that what it is? So is Amazonia now a terrorist organization? But Amazonia and Cameroon they are at war. Okay, and they are also when South Sudan and North Sudan was fighting, Are you going to say the America should declare them terrorist organization? These are completely different things than the terrorists, the terrorists of all this Islamic State and all that. Self-determination is self-determination. It's completely a different thing. Now, Warrior again, the BBC interviewer, after the interview, wrote that he was being threatened by Ipob. You know what? If not careful, Ivan will use your response to say that Ipob threatened him because of the article. My brother, this is what I'm saying. I'm speaking at least the elementary English here. So even those where he come from, the origin where he come from, this country, they will understand what I'm saying. And it is not a threat, okay? It is not a threat. I'm just telling every Biafran to go to Twitter and teach him a lesson that he cannot just come and start writing rubbish against our people. So if that is a threat to him, so be it. Okay? We don't care. We are not, who is he that I cannot talk like that? We are all in a civilized world where he's in America, I'm in Europe. Even if he's here, I'm going to say it where everybody knows where the right stop and where your other right begin. Okay? We are not here to romance world. Okay? Why is he writing that they should designate me as a terrorist? You think if he's in Kosovo and where he come from, or in the country where he come from, he will be telling people agitative to free. Even if he's come from Kosovo, did he know the history of his place? Any country he come from. So and then the people fighting for freedom, he will go to America and tell them to designate them as a terrorist organization. They will slap him. They will beat the hell out of him. His country is very violent country. Because I know it doesn't matter where he come from. Any country that man come from, he come from a very violent country, very, very violent. Every Muslim country is very violent, except Saudi Arabia, which they are also. So it is something that is not. We are in this game. One thing about this freedom fighting is that make sure you are well packaged. You know law, you know your right, you know what to say and what not to say. So that whenever something happens, you will come and stand on your word that you did not go out of the box. Okay? So that's why it is very important that those who are coming to shout Biafra, 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 you have a level where you will make your broadcast, and if you are not very good, you just focus on different angle. Don't come and start talking something that the people will refer you to go and watch Biafra agitator, go and watch what they do in social media and stuff like that. And when people come and listen, they get disappointed. Okay? So this is not about, I will stand by my word any day, any time, and there is nothing wrong with that. And then this man went further to say, let's start with the obvious, tagging the group as a terror, and he's the one now teaching America. He wants to teach America what they will benefit for tagging Ipob, a terrorist organization. What he don't know is that when America stand a better chance to have a better business, protected business, their interests will be more protected in a disintegrated Nigeria than in this particular Nigeria they are now. So what are they having? Do you know about investment? Nobody can invest in Nigeria. If you invest in Nigeria, you go get memory. Once you invest in Nigeria, your money disappears. If you are somebody that buys shares, if you are buying shares or all this kind of investment, from the bank, when you go to bank, you see Africa, you see Europe, you see Asia, you see America and stuff like that. This shares, this investment, when you are buying it, that is the one they call the high risk one. So when you buy it, it may give you money, but then the money will also disappear if care is not taken. So this Nigeria, for example, Africa is in a very high risk. It's a very high risk, and you don't get profit, like that. Okay, so you can put your money there. You may lose the money. Some people will put money in Africa savings, depending on the kind of bank and stuff like that. We will be looking at the money, it will be, instead of going up, it will be going minus. Now, Africa, Nigeria, it will be going like this. Instead of going up, it will be going like this. Okay? Somebody, all right, let us hear Ken Mori again. Okay, you see, experience is the best teacher. Ken Mori now say, Simon, please don't speak about shares. Simon, please don't speak about shares. I have lost so much money on Access Bank and Zenith Bank. Please, I don't want to think about that money now. My brother, I'm saying, I don't just come and open my mouth and talk, okay? I am well prepared for this job and I'm well packed. So that is why whenever something happens, I will use something to describe, to describe the situation of the things. Okay? I will use something to describe it. And when I'm describing it, you will know that what I said is true. Okay? Because if you are not here now, some people may not understand, may not understand what I have said. I may not understand what I'm saying. But you see, everything I said here, I have just mentioned something. I said shares. So if America want the best, okay? If America want the best for themselves, they are well protected. They will be well protected. Businesses will be well protected in a disintegrated Nigeria. Because why you are losing money in shares is because there is no security. Okay? So when you invest money, the money is gone. The money is gone. We have to have some break now, and we'll be back in a few minutes' time. One moment. All right. Welcome back. So as I was saying, when you look at this, our brothers are comment about this year, it is just a fact. So what happened is that America need, like I said last time, America need another Israel in Africa to be able to combat terrorism. So that Israel going to be Biafra. Now we have Israel that holds the Middle East, where most of the terrorists and all that are coming from, and Israel is holding them very, very tight. So in Africa now, Africa is loose. And Africa will become the biggest threat to America and to the West in the long run. So we need another Israel in Africa, and it will be Biafra. So this man now that is writing to America, writing this kind of opinion, so for American people to read it, he's just being, he don't know how prepared we are. And that is why we are taking it on, by ourselves to make sure we set the record very, very straight. Okay? My voice is not clear. All right, let me refresh this. All right, we're back. All right, we're back. So let us continue. But one thing you should know about this whole thing is because we have hit the target completely. And he's telling them as soon as this designation is applied, no organization that utilizes U.S. currency will be able to legally conduct transaction with the organization. By cutting off Ipob funding, the U.S. would weaken the 50,000 strong paramilitary outfit and provide Nigeria security forces room to drain their side squarely on ISIS-affiliated Boko Haram in the northeast of the country. Can you imagine? Counter-terrorism operation against Boko Haram have long been assisted by U.S. agencies working in close coordination with the West African government. So he is now telling America what it will be if or what will happen if they designate IPOB as terrorist organization. And one thing is that I want people to understand how important it is for the Fulanis to take over Nigeria. I'm not going to read these whole junks, but what I want to tell you is that for those of you who are sharing this Washington Times articles, you don't need to share it, okay? You don't need to share it because even the Washington Times themselves who publish it, they have shared it everywhere now. They are getting traffic, okay? Because some of you don't know what is Washington Times until today. So everybody will be sharing. See what they write to. Before you know it, millions of Biafrans will view it. You are giving them traffic. Don't share it. They don't. This Washington Times, they are corrupt, media outlets in the U.S. Nobody read them. Okay? Nobody read them. They are very small, very small, and nobody read them. They are doing all this shady report and all that. And for you to see how cunning they are, I want to show you. Because I have shown you before. For you to see how cunning they are, after reporting this thing, after reporting this thing, this which is opinion, they went ahead to say Ivan Sasha Shehan is the executive director of the School of Public and International Affairs at the University of Baltimore. Opinions expressed here are his own. Okay? So it's not like so this is opinion of that semi-terrorist name. Now that's why I said the name is synonymous to the allegation or the opinion on IPOB. The name is synonymous. When you look at the name, you know where it's coming from. You know that it is synonymous to his opinion on IPOB. So Biafra should disregard this particular Washington Post, Washington Times. Let me tell you, Washington Post is a more reliable news media outlet. The Washington Post is more reliable and more wide read. People read the Washington Post. Okay, but this Washington Times, nobody read it. They only want to get traffic. And even if this opinion is being, even if they put it in Washington Post, it doesn't mean we are going to address it just the way we are addressing it. And America know better. Okay? America will know better. So we are going to be addressing it. Yes, it's a semi-terrorist name. Exactly. So his name is a semi-terrorist name. What we are fighting for we are fighting for freedom of our country. We are not fighting to convert people into what we are not or into what they are not. We are not saying everybody should convert to Islam or something like that. That will make that we want to take over everybody. We are. Yes, so if you go to Twitter, by the time when Twitter is back, because I think Twitter is really having a problem. When Twitter is back from tomorrow, when we begin to deal with that man and his propaganda, make sure we beseech his Twitter handle from tomorrow to give him IPOB treatment and Biafra treatment. So call him a semi-terrorist name because he should tell us where the name come from. Semi-terrorist name. Yes. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do now is that we don't want to waste much time on this particular subject. So tell anybody you see that share this particular this particular article, tell the person not to share it, disregard it, because you are only promoting them. Disregard it. Doesn't hold water. Okay?
We find renewed desperation by the South.
Now, I want all of you to understand what is to come. The southern governors, southeast governors had meeting today in Enugu. And once more, in attendance, you have the governor of Ebonyi State, you have the administrator of Imo State, you have the governor of Enugu State. Governor of Abia State was not there. Governor of Anambra State was not there. Okay? And these are the people who are, who are representing the people of the Southeast, as they call them. Now, in this meeting, they discussed about sit at home. That is why it is very, very, very important for people to know the implication of what the implication to these governors. This is at home. What it does to their status. You don't know what it does to their status. So when people come to tell you and make them and elect them into political position, so that they will go and start fighting Biafra, my people, we need to start changing people's this kind of narrative that people are preaching. That we, the indigenous people of Biafra, should bring people who will be pro-Biafra to start to elect them. Now, one thing I want to tell you is this. Even if we are not pro-Biafra, even if the people that are now elected in the Southeast are not pro-Biafra, are they not pro-Igbo? Are they not pro-Igbo? Especially those in the Southeast. Are they not pro-Igbo? Are they not pro-Igbo? I am asking you. So how have they changed the Igbo man status in Nigeria with their political position as pro-Igbo? Oh my God. People don't understand this. I want to ask a question. I have come across people saying, come, use political, you are popular, you have tested your popularity, come and choose people, sponsor them, the governor in the 5 states, in the 5 eastern states. We don't go through the back door. It doesn't work. Fulani know what you know. Is it not in Nigeria? People should understand that Fulani have gone very far in this conquest. And anybody that is going to say, I am pro-IPOB, pro-Biafra, can never ever be allowed to do anything in Nigeria. So how are you going to say you want to elect them? It is the same hostility that they will bring to that person. They will never allow the person to do anything. So anybody that comes to tell you, go and elect people in all Biafra land and let them be IPOB, let them be pro-Biafra, ask them. The one you elected, are they not pro-Igbo? I want to ask them. Those one that is now, or at least they are working with Ohanes and Igbo, are they not pro-Igbo? Ask them. The one that is Ohanes and Igbo, which is supposed to be pro-Igbo, are they not pro-Igbo? What have they done in other Nigeria with their pro-Igbo? Thank you very much for your super chat, Nikki Young. Simon, let me tell you that media war has begun. I sent you an email last month, but you didn't respond. We have to, as a matter of urgency, counter this false article from Washington Post media. Media war have started. Exactly. Nikki Young, I agree with you. And that is what we are doing. But like I have contacted all our representatives. We have contacted our people in the US, and things are being done. We are going to counter this. And of course, our leadership, the IPOB leadership, should also be, live up to expectation in this particular article. We want to see something very, very powerful. We want to hit them back. So I agree with you, Nikki. I completely agree with you. See, it doesn't matter how small. It doesn't matter whether this Washington Times is nobody read it. It doesn't matter. But we need to hit back. And then, but of course, as we are hitting back, we want to also tell this man, we want to make this man uncomfortable objectively. So from today, Biafrans, don't forget that it is coming from Simon Ekpa. This is a fight that everybody must be part of. So we want to make that man who wrote this opinion uncomfortable on that social media. So you go to his Twitter, let him understand that IPOB is not a terrorist organization. Of course, he knows, but you need to also try to let him understand that we are the victim of this Nigerian government genocide. And we are only defending ourselves. And the history is there. The fact is there for everybody to see. Okay? So we want everybody to make him uncomfortable on Twitter, make him popular. Go to I have already written, go to my Twitter page and see what I wrote. I know that for some reason, the people I didn't see that tweet. So by tomorrow, I'm going to post it again and make sure that it gets attention of people. So I agree with you, Nikki Young. The media war have started. And now, because this media war is starting now because we've hit them. Do you know what it means? The Secretary of State has been summoned by court to come and explain how he sold this, how they gave approval for this Tokuno aircraft, which they will use against us very soon. So it is a big thing. It's a big thing. And this man is surprised. How did IPOB manage to take the whole Secretary of State of the United States to court? How did IPOB manage to take the Minister and the Defense Secretary to court? How did IPOB now going to ICC to taking the Nigerian government to court? Because all these things are interest driven. So I agree with you, and everybody must wake up to this media war. That is why I said we must focus and not allowing all these people to come and start talking rubbish. Those people who are falling out of the struggle, they should not be allowed to come and start constituting nuisance on social media. So we need to focus, because people are paying attention to Biafra agitation. Now, it is gaining attention worldwide. So how do people feel when they want to make reference and say, do you want to see what these people do? Go there and watch one stupid one talking rubbish. They will be attacking each other. Is that how they want to get their freedom? So we don't want, except that the leadership want to sabotage the struggle itself. The time has come that they should not allow all these people constituting nuisance on social media to continue to talk. If they don't have anything to say, they should back off. They should back off, or they concentrate on enlightening the people at the local level. Okay? Because what they are doing now is damaging the struggle. Some serious people will come. Some serious people will come. To this struggle, want to see what is going on, and they will refer them to all these videos, and they see them. Yes, I will do that. I've already responded to him. I've already responded to him on Twitter, but I will give him a call. I've just gotten his contact from somewhere. So I've gotten his contact, the contact of this professor. I'm going to give him a call personally, and then after that, I will share with Biafrans how they call. When I know that the people who contracted him have seen that, we'll tell him now that they are going to call him. But that is it doesn't mean anything. So thank you very much. I will do that, just that. So, but Biafra should also go to Twitter and let him understand that we are the victim of this terrorist attack in Nigeria, not the other way around. Now, after this whole thing, I want you to see the twist now from the northern Nigeria. Okay, the northern Nigeria we use somebody called Baba Ahmed. They are not seeing that. They are not seeing it at all. This Baba Ahmed, they used Baba Ahmed. They were talking because that time Mazi was still have not been abducted. So they used Baba Ahmed. Baba Ahmed was romancing them, and I was warning you. I was warning everybody. I said, anybody that is from northern Nigeria and the person is a Muslim, he is fake. His activism is fake because that person will rather be in Islamic Nigeria than in a secular Nigeria. People didn't believe me, of course, but I know a lot of Biafran believe me. But today, it is clear that same Baba Ahmed, who was parading himself as an activist, talking for that Nigeria unity is good, if Biafra what, at a point, they even want Biafra to go. At a point, they came and said, okay, we filed case to court. Who have asked question? That lawsuit they filed against the Senate to give Biafra independence, allow them. Where is it today? Are they still talking about it? They are not talking about it because of what? They captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when they capture Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they think it is over. That is more reason. That is more reason we are going to tell them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have 1,000 men, and only him can calm them down. What is 1,000? I say 1 million. Millions of men. That is why we have to tell these Fulani people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have millions of men, of which only him can calm them down. Only him can calm them down. So all this thing you see, they were gallivanting activists from the north, activists from this. I told you that they are all fake. Today, their true color is coming out. I want you to watch their true color.
To threaten northern people, we find the renewed desperation by the South to threaten northern people's right to franchise, a deliberate attempt to bastardize democracy, cause greater instability in the guise of a contentious and democratic power arrangement, and therefore downright unacceptable.
This same spokesman of the Northern Coalition, Northern whatever coalition group, this same man now was the same man who spoke to Nigerians saying they have filed case for Biafra and want Biafra to leave Nigeria. This same man, because that time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still free. Okay? This same man has never, like, mentioned Baba Ahmed in their speeches as somebody who have spoken in their interest and have represented the interest of Northern group or the coalition of Northern group. But now, they are all working together. Now he can make a comment here, in press a briefing, he will now acknowledge Baba Ahmed. He now acknowledges the position of Baba Ahmed. You see, everything they promise everything they promise all the Southern leaders, they are now it was fake. We were warning them, they didn't listen. Just like now they are bringing military to come and do, and they say they are doing it nationwide. My brother, is it nationwide? Where the Boko Haram are killing them every day in the north? They are still conducting military exercise nationwide. They are having a meeting in Enugu and they want to restore security or whatever peace in South. South is not enjoying peace. They didn't listen. Today, all the Southern governors, They are running helter-skelter because they believed that the North would give them power. We told them that they will not give them power. We told them that all the people parading themselves, advocating for presidency, Igbo presidency, advocating for certain presidency, all those people were fake. They know that the only people that are standing on their way are Sunday Igbo and Mazi. Today, they captured two of them. All of a sudden, the people that were friends, they are now showing their true color. Now watch.
The CNG, after due consultation with prominent stakeholders, leaders and elders, has categorically resolved to firmly and solidly align completely with the position taken by the Northern Elders Forum as expressed by Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, and that...
You see, now he mentioned and referenced Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed. And in all this, their press release that they were filing charges and filing lawsuits against Nigerian government to declare Biafra, to let the Igbo people to go and all that. They don't remember Ahmed Baba. But today, they are standing with Ahmed Baba that the power must stay in the North. What we warned them, we warned the governors, we warned the governors
of the Northern Governors Forum that zoning of elective positions is unconstitutional, undemocratic, and must be dictated. For the avoidance of doubt, therefore, the CNG hereby declares that the North, a major stakeholder in whatever happens in and to Nigeria, shall not be obliged to respect any zoning arrangement of any elective position in whatever party.
Did you hear that? Authoritatively, they are now in the transitional stage. This is now transitional authoritatively. They have the army, they have the military, they have the police, they have the Senate, they have the everything. But you know what? Do you know who is making it possible for this man to talk like this and insult us like this? Southeast governors, South governors, Southwest governors. They are making it possible. Because if the South governors, if the Southern governors rise up tomorrow and say, then divide Nigeria, that is the end. All this shit will end. But who have the balls to do that? None of them. But that is the right thing to do at this point. It is the right thing to do at this point. I want to check this one. One moment. I want you to listen to this man. You see, today I have come to say the narrative must change. It's like we are going to go back to changing of narrative, because I see that there is a new narrative coming up which people did not do before, which people did not say before. So if we are going to go back to our motto now, changing the narrative of yesterday, because this is a new narrative that is coming. I want you to watch this.
Enough. God has also answered our prayers. We will still be praying, but the Church of Nigeria has prayed and God has answered our prayers. You ask me how? He answered our prayers by giving us large followership. Nigeria, the church, mega churches in Nigeria, they are not available anywhere in the world. No church like Redeem, no church like Winners, no church like Mountain of Fire, no church like Chosen, no church like Christ Embassy, no church like Deeper Life in the world. The Redeem alone has over 40,000 parishes. Winner alone has 30,000. There are only 10,000 wards in Nigeria, where decisions of those who rule these countries are made. So it's not just deliver Nigeria, it should be God, wake up your church. Talk to your general overseers.
Do you hear that?
The church community is an imprisoned community. Our general overseers are imprisoning us. They must release us, mobilize us, encourage us to go to the grassroots. Politics is grassroots. You know, I have done politics before. I have campaigned and been voted for. I was a deputy speaker of the state. I know how it works. It's not just prayer. We have prayed. And God has answered the prayer. The answer is that He has given us people. Next to God's power is political power. And I want what I am saying to be carried life. Next to God's power is political power. And political power is people giving. And God has given us people. What else do you want Him to do for us?
Okay.
We want to come from heaven and be passing road.
Okay.
We want to go to the world and become world chairman.
Okay.
So the 7 ESCO in each ward, they are the one that determine who is the president. We can't change Nigeria except we change the National Assembly. This evil law.
How do you do that?
This is jihadist constitution. This is oligarchic constitution.
Okay.
This is a constitution that put the whole of the country under one tribe.
Okay.
This constitution cannot allow to go. And it cannot change until you change the men at the National Assembly.
Okay.
The men at the National Assembly will not change until you select new people that will replace them.
Okay.
So the church must wake up. And not only church, the trusting Nigerians must wake up.
Okay.
In the name of Jesus. And you don't win on social media. You don't win on Facebook. You go to the grassroots. Me and you must be attending world meeting. And we will put our good people there. It is the people at the world that are called delegates. Delegates that select who will be the president, who will be the governor, who will be the senator.
Okay, so what this man is trying to tell you is that he said we must go to the world and put our good people there. So what he's trying to tell you now is that all the leaders in the southeast, they are not good. Really said. So it is a confirmation that from the governor to the senators to the local government chairman to the House of Assembly to all of them are not good. So what are we talking about? They are not good. Okay? Because if they are good, the man and other people will not be talking about going to grassroots. They will not be talking about electing somebody who is good. They will not be so what it means is that every representative, they are all bad. Okay? But you know what? It is still the same thing. When we say, give us Biafra, they say go to grassroots. So does it mean that the people that are being elected in Igbo land now are not pro-Igbo, but they are working with Ohanes and Igbo? They are not pro-Igbo. What pro are they? Are they pro? Of course, they are pro-Fulani. But they tell us that they want the best interest of Igbo. They tell us that they are Igbo, that Igbo are being marginalized. We are complaining. We are not in government. Ike Kwerimadu is complaining about marginalization. He is a Senate. He was a deputy Senate president. He's complaining. During the time he was deputy Senate president, he was complaining that Igbos are marginalized. My brother, are they not pro-Igbo? So how, that's why I said, if they are actually Nigerians, they should prove to us that Nigeria government recognize Ike Kwerimadu as a Nigerian. Because as far as I'm concerned, they are not recognized. Nigerian government do not recognize them as Nigerians. They don't accord them the same respect they accord other Fulanis at the National Assembly. That is the reason why they can take loan from China and exclude Southeast. They even try to vote without the presence of the Southeast senators, because they don't value them, they don't respect them. So how can somebody now tell me that okay, you need to elect Biafra, pro-Biafra people? Oh my goodness. We need to see how your pro-Igbo performed first. It is not possible in Nigeria. That is the point. The point I'm trying to make is that this pro-Biafra electoral, it is not possible. You can't go through the back door in Nigeria. Fulani knows that the plan of Fulani is how to take over. And if you are coming to stop them, they know. Okay? So anything going from the back door, all those people telling you to go elect somebody who is a pro-Biafra, before you know it, you take entire Biafra. It is not possible. Let us have assessment of the pro-Igbos that you have elected. Those people who tell you they can't work with anybody. I am only going to work with Ohanes and Igbo. We only know Ohanes and Igbo. Let us assess them that agree to work with Ohanes and Igbo. How have their activities represented the interests of Igbo? Before we talk of going, before you can now, it is after you have assessed them and they actually performed under Nigeria. I want you to pay attention. Under Nigeria. Okay? Under Nigeria. How have they protected the interests of Igbo under Nigeria? Before you can now, if that assessment is done, and then you are satisfied that actually politicians can protect the interests of Igbo, then you can talk about Biafra. But when an interest of Igbo cannot be protected under Nigeria, is it Biafra that will allow you to come through the back door? It is not possible. My brother, it is not possible. We need to get ready either for war or either for a peaceful separation. We need to get ready for war or for a peaceful separation. But if for separation, we have to do it. But this all this romancing of coming through the back door, let us elect somebody. It doesn't work. Nigeria is evil. Once you elect any pro-Biafra in Nigeria, Nigeria will first of all silence the person. It can't work. That person you see, the spirit of Nigeria, a bend the eye. It can't work. It can't. Okay, even if you have them, how many do you elect somebody? I don't get it. Is it not going to come from the National Assembly? Okay, is the allocation not going to come from Abuja? Huh? Under Abuja, people, please wake up. Believe me, we that are all these things that they are saying today, we have analyzed it. We have processed it, the information. We have concluded and come to a very reasonable and objective conclusion that it cannot work under Nigeria. Okay? If you say, vote everybody, okay, let us agree now that you are going to vote for every governor in the Eastern region to become a pro-Biafra. It will take you 50 years. It will take you 50 years. When we get to the 20th year, they have taken over Nigeria. Is that what you want? My brother, that time of this kind of thing is not a no-go area. And that is why I will start making program for all these pastors that are telling us, let us start voting. I'm going to play another video. Let us finish this one.
If you are not there, you are at the back of the fence. If you pray from now to next year, and you are not there, it's a prayer in vain. Church must wake up. And that's what I'm telling you, church, and I'm telling you now. I don't know why God sent me to politics when I went. But you see, God has to send Joseph to Pharaoh's house. Joseph has to be raised in palace to Egypt. By the grace of God, we will take Nigeria back. This country must be restructured. We must go back to true federalism. Nigeria was a negotiated country. Nigeria is not one country. Nigeria is a country of many nations. How come one ethnic group dominates everyone?
Okay. It is a country of many nations. Nigeria is a country of many nations. Okay? Because I like them that they are coming out now. Nigeria is a country of many nations. Still, He is advocating for let us take Nigeria back. And at the same time, Nigeria is a country of many nations. What is the problem of black man? So if he have identified the fact that Nigeria is a country of many nations, why not him stand by that many nations to fight for the many nations that is hindering Nigeria from progressing? How can somebody come to the pulpit, identify that Nigeria is a country of many nations, at the same time, you are forcing many nations to stay in one country? Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. Nigeria is a country of many nations. At the same time, you are saying we are going to get Nigeria back. You say Nigeria is a country of many nations. Is that not confusion? You see, that is why I like that they are talking. But because we have to start to, it doesn't hold, okay? We have to start to correct them, to change this narrative that they are ignorantly saying. How can somebody, a pastor who is well-learned, at least I believe, can be coming, talking to his congregation, telling them that Nigeria is a country of many nations. And at the same time, you want that many nations to remain in one country. How is that possible? It's not possible. You are only delaying the calamity. That any day it is going to expose, everybody will die. Like it's exploding now. Okay? So if you know Pastor Emmanuel, tell him that his video has gone viral. Tell him that we have played the video on this platform. Tell him that we say he is preaching the wrong preaching. Okay? Tell him that Simon Ekpa said he cannot be preaching to people that Nigeria is a country of many nations. It's many nations in one union. Tell him that we want to be like Europe, so that we will progress like Europe. Tell him that Europe was like Nigeria before, and nothing was moving. And Europe discovered that they have many nations in one country, in one big country. Tell him that because of that, they begin to divide along tribal line, along that nation in Europe. And today, Europe divided along those tribal lines, and they are progressing. I want to play another preaching after this one, for you to understand that we appreciate the fact that pastors are coming out now, because to preach the message, that to start preaching something that is going to cause confusion. You cannot be preaching to people that Nigeria is a nation of many. In Nigeria, with that many nations, to continue to stay as a one country. How is that possible in this 21st century? So tell him that we have played the video because he requested that the video should go viral, but we are correcting him now. It
will not happen again. This year, God will deliver this country. Nigeria is a fraud. Our constitution is a fraud.
Okay.
Very unfair, very unkind, no equity. The whole of us will be under one head. And if it is an ethnic tribe that want progress, it will be a different thing.
You see?
Pressing us.
You see? How do you go away from it?
That's evil.
How do you go away from it? It is not by prayer. It is not by prayer. The point here is that he even identified that God have answered their prayer. He don't know it. That is why I said, that is why, you see, we are preaching almost the same thing. That's why I said, pray to God to give you the spiritual knowledge to identify your help when it comes. Because sometimes you are praying, God, please answer my prayer. God is answering your prayer all the time. And you don't just know that God has answered your prayer. You continue because of spiritual understanding that you lack. The prayer that God has been answering, you can't identify it. So this man has come to say, God has answered our prayer, which is true. They have the population, which is true. Now, why can't this man, since having identified that they have the population, population, and God have answered the prayer. Do you know how it is going to start? They should embark on 1 week sit at home, which Dr. Malafia suggested. Let Malafia. So why can't he start the preaching? Let us, for this evil that is going on in Nigeria, let every Christian stay at home for 1 week. Because we want to know who is more in population. Is it these people or us? And that will lead to breakup of Nigeria at the end of the day. But he cannot do it. He cannot say it. Because that is the prayer answered. For him to say that the constitution of Nigeria is evil. But you know what? Because of the structure of Nigeria, the northern Muslim have more people at the National Assembly, so they can never amend the constitution. So what do? You sit at home as a Christian to protest the amendment of constitution. God answered your prayer by giving you the population. Ground the activities of the government. Tell every pastor, every church, since he has come to tell us the mega churches everywhere, they have population everywhere, why don't you now begin the campaign that since these people don't want to listen to us because we are minority at the National Assembly and they can never amend the constitution. Now every Christian, okay, we are against this. Everybody is this one is controlled by Muslim, that one is Muslim, police is Muslim, army is Muslim, this one is Muslim, executive is Muslim, everywhere Muslim. Okay, Christian, we don't agree again. Everybody must stop working for 1 week. That is prayer. God have given you that answer. God give you the population. God give you the congregation, including those who are not coming to your church, but they are Christians. Thank you very much, Clement. I wonder why the Southern governor are not taking the struggle serious and all of them are acting as if nothing wrong is going on. Very evil leaders. Exactly. But at the end of the day, they tell you they are pro-Igbo. But they are still the pro-Igbo in Nigeria, but they cannot defend and represent the interests of Ndi Igbo because it is not possible. Not that they don't want to represent the Igbo interests, but it is not possible. Because Nigeria don't want to hear anything that will progress in any Igbo man. And especially the collective interest of Ndi Igbo. Nigeria is structured not to favor anything that will help anybody collectively than from Igbo. But the leader is there. The leaders are there. So what I'm trying to say is that this man, tell him and other people who may be preaching like him that God have answered their prayer, giving them the congregation, giving them the population. The only thing they need now is to acknowledge, to know that God has answered their prayer and use the population to get all the things they want. Population is not only to vote. It's not only to go to grassroots and vote. Okay? Because their own is only campaign, election, campaign, and politics. No. God answered you, gave you the population. What do? Ground the economy and say, we don't need to wait for us to go to grassroots and start campaigning for election. Because you have cheated us in Nigeria. Because everywhere is Muslim. Because the judiciary is Muslim. The army is Muslim. The police is Muslim. The immigration is Muslim. The custom is Muslim. The navy is Muslim. The executive is Muslim. The National Assembly is Muslim. Everywhere is Muslim. So for that reason, we Christians in Nigeria, we don't agree again. We will not work again for a while. You use the population God gave you and get what you want. Let us see how that work. Why can't we begin to channel our energy to this? Why must we wait until election to start going to grassroots when you can actually solve the problem now? Because these people are not sincere. And let us agree and assume that they are sincere, but they don't know this idea I am giving them now. So I'm giving them this idea this evening. So I am sending message back to this Pastor Emmanuel. If you know, please cut this particular video I am making now. Cut it. Send it to Pastor Emmanuel and the next pastor that I'm going to play his video here today. Tell them that it is not about waiting for election to go and start going to the grassroots to start campaigning. No. Tell them that they should start preaching to the GOs, all these general overseers, all these mega churches. Tell them to pick up their phone and start calling them. There is need now to have a civil disobedience to make demand for Christians in Nigeria. Apart from the killings, apart from everything that Christians have suffered in Nigeria, it is the right time to make that demand. They shouldn't wait for election. If they are serious, they should not wait for election. Why must they wait for election when the opportunity is here? Now let us listen to him.
Call Nigeria system will change. Amen. The one even they are saying it. Amen. And please change your prayer mode. Lord save Nigeria, Lord save Nigeria. God has already saved Nigeria. It should be God. Wake up Christians.
That is exactly the prayer point. Wake up Christians.
Let them allow us. Are you hearing me? There are only 10,000 walls. And I just mentioned some churches that have thousands of parishes. Parishes that are docile, that are asleep. You are in the majority, but you are asleep. Minority dominating over you. Changing the law.
Yes.
Terrible law.
Yes.
Those laws must be changed. Change your prayer mode. In our church, we don't pray God say, we don't do one country. Nigeria is not one nation. That's the first law we told ourselves. One nation. This country is not one nation. This country is many nations.
So, but why do you want them to continue as one?
We must agree how to be one.
But it cannot be said. It is not the same. This is where the problem lies. You see, when they are running this thing like running, I don't know whether they are scared, but how can somebody be saying all these things when it comes to divide? Hey, we are not saying we are going to divide. When they know that that is the only solution. They know the truth. How can you identify all these problems, but still you don't want to divide? Scared of them. You see? But the solution is there. You have the congregation, wake them up. Don't wait for election. Don't wait to go to ward. Don't wait to go to start educating them. It's a waste of time. It will not change anything. Let me tell you why I said election is a waste of time. Now, you are going to have the same structure, right? You're going to have the same structure. You have the Northerners, you have the Southerners. The Northerners have bigger number at the National Assembly. So how are you going to vote? All those constituencies from the North, they are all majority Muslims. They are all majority. They are going to use gun and bullet to get the vote. Okay? So when they come at the National Assembly, how are you going to vote for the amendment of the Constitution? How? These people don't understand that the structure is also evil. The structure of Nigeria itself have deprived every Southerners and the Middle Belt the opportunity to have anything to say in Nigeria. So it is not just about amending the Constitution. Okay? So you need to do something extraordinary. You have to embark on a serious civil disobedience. And let us see, just like Dr. Malafia, blessed memory, suggested.
He wants to remove himself at his own place and let's meet at the center. Let it like the United States of America. New York and New Jersey, they are side by side. They have different laws, different policemen, different constitution. That's what our slow down our ministry. Maybe Nigeria will say, this civil system, die today. Amen. I don't know why God took me to politics in 1991. You know, what I saw in politics, I can't see from the pulpit. That's why sometimes I don't blame our daddies. They can't see it. Let's pray. You pray until they cut your neck.
Okay.
You pray until they abduct all your children.
Okay.
No, we have prayed enough. We will still be praying. Time for action.
Time for action. But let it be right action. But let it be right action. Let it be right action, not action of going to vote. It will not change anything.
I am going to tell you more about it.
Okay.
Later. I'm reading a book that is circulating all over the country now. And I have been around here for 49 years with you.
Good.
And some people are telling me when I went to politics, God made my eyes to open. Nigeria will not be until we send away these simple politicians.
And you can't send them away. You can't send them away under Nigeria. It is impossible.
They must be replaced.
Uh-huh.
And our constitution must be rewritten.
Okay. My pastor, please, if you know this pastor, tell him that I am inviting him for let me not go into a debate, but tell him that I am inviting him for open discussion on this channel. If he wants to listen, because I see that the Spirit of God is now talking to him. He has not fully, come to understand what the Spirit of God is telling him. So somebody need to, try to brush that out. So if you know this pastor, please, if you are close to this pastor or know somebody that knows the pastor, tell the person that Simon Ekpa is now open and is inviting him for a public talk, a public debate on why he should not go toe this line, this path, his story, because it's going to be a waste of time. So I want him to, because this is the only way to, let us make our point. Let us talk to Nigerians. Let us talk to Duduwas. Let us talk to Biafrans, including his church members, so that people can listen to the argument we are going to present. Because I like what he's doing. I like the fact that he's saying the truth. I like the fact that he's waking up what he said. But please, this is very important. We shouldn't be missing the opportunities and allow people to teach wrong things to our people. So please tell him that there is an open invitation. If you want to come, let us have a 1 hour or 2 hour session of awareness, so that we can address this particular issue. It is very, very important. Very, very important. I'm going to argue in a very different way than what I've just presented here, so that for easy understanding, so that he can convince me and convince you that this idea he's bringing now is very, very good. Okay? Very, very good. So I want that we can have this. So please, if you know him, it's not like I'm not challenging him, but it is good, because we don't want to waste talent. We don't want to waste the opportunity. We don't want to be wasting opportunity. When opportunity comes like this, we need to grab it. So if he can agree, if his church members are watching me, people who know him are watching me, tell him that God is going to use him to do something very, very extraordinary. That we are inviting him and open our arms for a talk, a discussion, where we can discuss this issue he raised here. Very, very important. And if he is able to convince me and Biafrans objectively, we will know whether we will follow his advice. But if we are able to give more superior and more objective argument, then he will then also toe that line to begin to preach to his congregation, and then also to other. So when he go, okay, anytime he go out, he will be preaching the gospel of what we agreed. All right. So I am going to now bring another video which I want to play. It's something. So people are waking up, and the same response I gave to this man is the same response I'm going to give to the one I am about to play now.
The reason why it's getting from that to us is because when we hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. When you hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. Why? Because when you look at the true term or definition of one Nigeria, you don't get to see it. Because some people believe that they own this country more than the others. As long as certain people are continually marginalized in this country, we can't be one.
post the link. Maybe he is around. Let him call you immediately. No, it is not now. I want that we discuss if let it be on a different program. So if he's watching, please, if anybody knows him, tell him that we are much interested because he looks genuine and they want to solve this problem. So let us solve this problem together. All right.
When we hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. When you hear one Nigeria, it looks like the whole thing is mirage. Why? Because when you look at the true term or definition of one Nigeria, you don't get to see it. Because some people believe that they own this country more than the others. As long as certain people are continually marginalized in this country, we can't be one. What? Number one, we are already divided too much by our geographical locations and our local dialects. It's difficult for any country that don't speak one language to be one.
You see that? It is difficult for any country that doesn't speak same language to be one. Okay? It is difficult for any country that doesn't speak one language to be one. So why are you forcing it after identifying this problem that it is difficult to be one when you don't speak one language? I don't understand whatever they talk from Fulanis. Why should you be, when you have done this experiment for 61 years, why should you be forcing yourself to be in a country that can never move forward, that have ulterior motive, that you are being marginalized, and the people you elected to help you so that you will not be marginalized is even being marginalized at the National Assembly. Ekpa himself is being marginalized. Abaribe is being marginalized. All the senators at the National Assembly, they are being marginalized. Some of them will be sent to Iran when they want to discuss about Southeast. They are being marginalized. You watched when they came to start lamenting. They started lamenting about how they excluded them in there. They are marginalized. So if the leaders you elected can be marginalized, who is you? That is why all these people are agitating for political process, election this, elect IPOB this. It is not just rubbish. If we ever go that road, we will never get Biafra. Okay? We will never get Biafra. And we don't want to go that road. Let us continue.
It's very difficult. The reason why America, they are prosperous and progressive is because they speak only English. France, they speak only one language. Portugal, they speak only Portuguese. They go to Spain, they speak only Spain. You go to Italy, they speak only their Italian. So you see all the countries that speak one language, they are one. And they believe that they are one. But sometimes, the Yorubas believe they are the owner, the Hausas believe they are the owners, the Igbos believe they are the owners, and the other side believe that they are the owners. And the other side believe that, like, people are making all kinds of statements, and the government of the day will not go after them to do things. For example, some people coming up to say that the presidency belongs to them, that they have larger numbers. What sense?
Great. Yrityslainaa 200 000 euroon.
Moment.
I mean, at what point did you have that number? That you have more of Hausa people and more Fulani people, that they have the larger number, that they can determine and decide. By so doing, you are marginalizing the people. You are saying that we are not one. And as long as such language continues, we can never be one. And also the appointments of this present government did not help issues.
Now, how do you then know that you are actually bigger in number? How do you know? How you know is to call for 1 week sit at home for all Christians. Let us see how many Muslims will go to work. Okay? from police, from bank, from everywhere. That is how to know. So we have to, you see, all these things they identify. And we also, yes, we are inviting everybody, including him, including Okafor. We are inviting him. We want to tell him, we want him to tell us the process like he's doing here. He's gonna say something here. He said that we should elect IPOB to go and become governors and all that. Oh my God.
If we are one, 99% of the appointment goes to one direction.
Yes, sir.
If you go to immigration, it's somebody from one side, from one religion. You go to the police, it's one person from one side, from one religion. You go to the DSS, people from one part of the country, from the other religion. You go to the custom, the same thing. And you say we are one. If we are one, everybody, you can't tell me one part of the country is more qualified and better than the other side.
Yes, sir.
And this is the reason why there is the agitation.
Yes.
Biafra wants to go.
Yes.
Oduduwa wants to go.
Correct.
It's never been like this before.
Il n'a jamais été comme ceci avant.
If they can remain one, they should come together peacefully and let everybody separate and go their way.
That is what every reasonable human being should be campaigning for now. Because I want you, how do you think it is possible for Fulani to have gone this far? They control the police, they control the army, they control presidency, they control Senate, they control House of Rep. How do you think that after they have gone this far, you will now come and say, let us sit down, other Nigerians are not happy, let us. You think they will listen to you? If you are actually believing that Fulani is going to listen to you after having used your own people to go this far, then you don't know who is Fulani. And before you can succeed in solving problem, you need to know the problem. So if you think that somehow you are going to use political process to solve this problem, and one day you are going to make everybody be one in Nigeria or everybody be equal, my brother, you don't know your problem. And once you don't know your problem, you can never solve it. So we know the problem. We know that the level Fulani have gone now, you can never make any headway. The only solution is to divide Nigeria. All this problem you are saying here, all this problem, this pastor is there. Everybody is seeing it. And one thing that is very absurd is that after identifying this problem, they now come to believe that there is something you can do to solve it. Okay? They say you are going to solve it. I don't know how they want to solve it. I am inviting him as well. I'm giving him invitation as well if he want to discuss so that he have his audience, he have his congregation which is very wide, and we also have our own audience, we have followers. We have at least our program reach up to 30 million, 40 million people. You know, when I was very active on Facebook, we get almost 30 million reach from Facebook. Okay. We have 30 million reach from Facebook. Okay, now we have probably more than that. Okay, so I believe that I don't know how many people he have in his contribution, but at least if we combine that 30 million or 40 million or 50 million now to this contribution, it will go far. It will go very, very far. So let us watch.
It's better. But from what it looks, you can't marry somebody who refuses to be married. You can't marry somebody who don't want you to marry them. You can't marry somebody who refuses, who accepts you as his husband or wife. You can't marry them. It's practically impossible. And that's one of the worst things that our colonial masters did to us. Because we are joined by the colonial masters. The history did not show that we are supposed
comment encore?
Other restructure, different zones come together and say, okay, this is how we want it to go. If these people rule for 8 years, let these people rule for 8 years. Let these people rule for 4 years.
You see, the problem that these people are not getting is thank you very much, Anthony Great. Biafra is here. Flesh and blood have not revealed it to you. MSA, our nation is be a confederation because of our value system. Thank you very much. Confederation. You see, the problem here is that I don't know why all these people will understand what is going on. We appreciate them for even coming out to talk now because that is what we need.
Different zones come together and say, okay, this is how we want it to go. If these people rule for 8 years, let these people rule for 8 years. Let these people rule for 4 years.
You see, one thing Pastor Kafo should know is that we are not talking about ruling. It is no longer, you see, it was before you can talk about, it is no longer about ruling now. Okay? We are talking about survival. So, you know, those people who are saying, of course, I understand what you mean by the marginalization and all that, you know, but just like I told Ohaneze, if for those of you who have been following me, there was a time I told Ohaneze, so when Ohaneze said, okay, if they didn't give Southeast a presidency, they are going to support Biafra. How many of you remember that time? I told them to be ready. Get ready to support Biafra. Because you will never get that presidency. Okay? And I will go and make sure I bring out that video. I said, get ready for Biafra because you will never get presidency. Is it not happening today? Okay, somebody say you don't remember. Is it not happening today? Okay, you know, when this thing is happening, they think that it is far. They don't know that they think it is going to be far. Some of you that remember, I'm going to bring the video. I told Ohaneze to get ready because they will never get that president. It's happening today. It's happening. But tell Pastor Kafo that it is not about rulership. It is not about, the marginalization is not just about rulership. In fact, tell Pastor Kafo that we are not talking about, the problem now is not marginalization. Okay? Tell Pastor Kafo that we have gone past marginalization. That where we are now is the race for survival. So it is no longer about marginalization, my brother. If it is marginalization, we don't care. Okay? But it is not marginalization. What we are fighting for now is we are fighting to survive. Because if we do not fight to survive, to leave Nigeria, Nigeria will kill us. So we don't want to die for Nigeria. Okay? That is the reason why we are fighting. We are fighting for survival. So marginalization is just a primary, secondary thing or something.
Or let one side be rule for one term of 6 years. Then when you do like that, there is no more marginalization. It will work. But as it is, that's why the agitation and they are killing people. People are dying every day. So it's to pray for this country. It's to pray. Let the will of God be done and let things be done peacefully.
God have answered this will. God have answered this. This is the problem. What the pastor needs to be praying for is for God to give him the knowledge to know when the will of God have come. Okay? You see, you are praying for the will of God to happen. The will of God is here. Why are you not identifying that the will of God has come? The will of God in Nigeria now is that God has brought Buhari, and Buhari has made it very clear that what they are doing is to conquer entire Nigeria. And you are praying and praying and praying all these years, and God have told you that in the event going on in Nigeria now, the will is that you get freedom. That if anybody who is different comes to power, it is going to delay your freedom from Nigeria. So You need somebody who is like Pharaoh to be able to get your freedom. God brought Pharaoh. It is the will. Okay? Now the Pharaoh is even more hardened than the one in the Bible. He carried a Fulani and covered everywhere. No, he doesn't listen to nobody. So the will of God here now is that you as a pastor should identify that God has spoken and God has answered your prayer, which is to get freedom from this janjaweed before they germinate into something and you will not rise. You will not even rise again to even talk. Because at the point time is coming. If you don't do something now, time is coming when you cannot have a church. You can't stand and preach as a Christian. Are you waiting until you get to that point? So God is already have answered your prayer. The will of God is here. Okay? The will of God. Tell Pastor Kafo that the will of God is here. Thank you very much, Ugo Omega, for your super chat. Yes, we will continue to do the thing we are doing. So you see, that is why let us be praying. I said, let us be praying for God to give us knowledge, to identify and acknowledge when the prayer has been answered. Of course, restructuring is dead now. Somebody said, why don't this restructuring? Restructuring is dead. Who is talking about restructuring again? Oh my goodness. Nobody's talking about restructuring. Restructuring where? That is exactly it. All the people that are shouting, which is restructuring waiting, that is dead. We told them. You cannot hear them now say, restructure. Now it is presidency. But they lied to you. They lied to you and they will continue to lie.
One side cannot be developed and the other side not developed.
Côté défense développé, de côté.
And it looks like one side have the natural resources and there is no development or anything seen in that area. You can't make people be one like that. But we pray that the God who brought this country, the same God by his mighty hand and infinite mercy, turn it around and let there be settlement. And if we have to break, let it be done peacefully. And even if there is break up, let people remain in whatever city or place they choose to remain.
That is the preaching. But don't go front and back. That is the preaching.
That pray for those, whether it's Oduduwa people or Biafra people, they are not rising up for nothing's sake. Something is triggering them to do so. And you can't say it's a bad cause. But I'm praying for especially
moment.
of our people in the East. The bloodshed level is too much. I will continue to pray for them. Even though they have chosen that we are going to be Biafra people and we want it. Even at that, you don't kill your own people. You don't kill your own people. If I'm to be part of them, or if I'm...
How can you say you don't... who told you that it is the Biafrans that are killing their own people? This is the people cannot just come and conclude like that. Okafo cannot just come and stand on the pulpit and be talking, you can't be killing your own people. Who told you that Biafrans are killing their own people? Okay? So this is wrong. You cannot come and say Biafra are killing their own people that, who told you? Have you carried police investigation and police told you Biafra killing their own people? So this is, this is, I'm condemning this statement because he is not in position to talk that Biafrans are killing their own people. Except if there's something that anybody. Somebody said she's not paying attention to. Okay, thank you very much. Please stop paying attention to some of these charlatans in Nigeria that do not understand spirituality. This man is a joke. Yes, my brother, we have to pay attention to them because we have been asking for these people, for these pastors, to start talking. So when they come, if they now someone encourage to come and talk, if the talk is not going well, we have to come also to correct them, and that is what we are doing now. So we are trying to let them understand that some of the information they are giving here is correct, is accurate, but some of their position is not good. So it is not a good position. So and that's what we are doing. We have to tell them with objectively that their position is somehow not the right position. So they should be shifting little by little. We are not expecting them to shift completely and immediately or at the same time, but we want them to start shifting from step by step until they are fully into what is happening. So we appreciate them for having coming out to do this kind of preaching, and the preaching is needed at this point, and we continue to acknowledge them and address them when other pastors are joining, because this is what we want. We have been looking for this kind of things to come, and now they are coming, so we will be acknowledging them. We cannot overlook them. We cannot ignore them. We have to give them the opportunity to come more, for other people to come out. That's exactly what we are doing. Somebody have a question? Mazi Francis Agumo, what is your question, please? Please, what is your question? But let us continue.
Yes, I will advise them something to do. You don't need the whole Nigeria to declare Biafra. You can declare it on your own and stand. What do they need to do? Since the Biafran people, the Ipob people have so much power that they can ask everybody to sit at home and they will obey. What they are supposed to do is to impose government in the whole of the eastern states. That's what they need to do. If I were to be in their midst, I would tell them this is what you have to do. Raise a governorship candidate. Raise a governorship candidate and tell everybody, since they believe in the same cause, tell everybody this is our candidate, vote for him. By the time you enthrone governors in all 5 eastern states that believe in the same cause, you have taken over already.
This is exactly the same thing I was just saying a moment ago. When they come and give this suggestion that give a governor somebody who is, it is not possible. It can never be possible in Nigeria. It is if it is in a sane society, you can begin to push for that. But for you to say this kind of thing means that you don't know Nigeria. Okay? It is not possible. First of all, we have Fulanis we are dealing with, okay? We have Fulanis we are dealing with. Fulani control the INEC. Fulani control the judiciary. These two sectors, Fulani controls it. Now, I want to use what happened in Imo State to give an example. Once they know that the governorship candidate is a pro-Ipob or pro-Biafra, they can never allow the person. You see, is it not that they can never allow the person? They can never. So it is not possible. It is not possible. And why would the Okafor be saying, if I am part of them, I will advise them? So he don't want to save life of Biafra. Why would he be saying, if I am part of them? So he don't want Biafra? With all the information he gave here, with how bad and rotten Nigeria is, how Nigeria is marginalizing other people, how the country is not one. So in all these things this man said, he don't want to save his own people. He want to say, if I am part of them, I would advise. What is stopping him from coming and be part of the people that will save his own people? Why would he want to be a pastor preaching about the ordeal of his own people and don't want to be part of the solution? Why? My people, no, I'm confused. Why would a pastor identify a problem of his people and he don't want to be part of the solution? Why would somebody be doing like that? Why would this pastor say, if I am part of them, I would advise them to do this and do that. Why would you be advised? Are you not part of the Igbo people? Are you not part of the Biafra people? Even if you do not believe in Biafra, what have you done for the Igbo cause? So I don't understand it. Is he waiting for his mother, his extended family, his relative, and all his lineage? They are in Biafra. So is he thinking that somebody should be the one to fight for his lineage to be freed from Nigeria? I don't understand this. Why would this person say, if this person is from Kafanchan, okay? If this person is from Niger and come to Nigeria to preach and advancing us, it will be understandable. He will say, if I am to be part of these people, I will advise them. How can an Igbo pastor, a Okafor by name, be saying this kind of thing? My brother, Ike Wuro, Alo Melo, Kai, Alo Melo. This man is addressing the solution of this as if he is not part of, as if the problem is not part of him. Hi. Yeah, man. I appreciate him for coming to talk, So we expect more of him. Because the problem of Ipob is also his problem. The problem of Undi Igbo is his problem. The problem of Ijo is his problem. The problem of Biafra is his problem. The problem of every Efik is his problem. So why is he saying, if I am part of them, I will advise them to do this? And so he wants somebody else to come and free him. Oh my God. I want you people to understand. This is bad.
To be in their midst, I will tell them this is what you have to do. Raise a governorship candidate. Raise a governorship candidate and tell everybody, since they believe in the same cause, tell everybody this is our candidate, vote for him. By the time you enthrone governors in the whole 5 eastern states that believe in the same cause, you are taking over already.
Oh my God. These people don't know Nigeria. and that is why Fulani have been able to go this far. Because the people that you think that they know Nigeria, they don't know Nigeria. They don't know. He's just talking as somebody who just fall from heaven. Hi. You would not say, in Anambra State, we are bringing this man. This man is IPOB. Vote him. The man will now come and stand in the pulpit. Yes, so I am IPOB. I am pro-Biafra. Vote me. I am contesting for governor of Anambra State. Oh my God. And then you go to Enugu State, and one man will stand up. One man will stand up. Hey, I have been chosen by IPOB. All the people in Enugu State vote me. I am pro-Biafra. And then you can beg, and they vote you. And that's where you in. Pro-Biafra, that's where you in Enugu State. It will be as camel to walk through the needle. Because they are clapping. And they are clapping. They are clapping. So, it's ignorant of Nigeria is not good. Thank you, Called by Fire, Anekan, thank you very much for the super chat. You see, it is unbelievable that people don't know Nigeria. Just like this. You say, let us use Anambra State election as an example. Somebody will now begin to campaign. IPOB is this one. We have chosen him. Go and represent us. And they say he's a pro-Biafra. And he's going to win the election. He goes to Ebonyi State. He's a pro-Biafra. He's going to win the election. Go to... Hello, man.
Yes, you have tested your popularity already. You have tested your popularity because since they have shown marginalization, since they have been marginalized, I support their cause, but where I don't support it is bloodshed.
Nobody is is supporting bloodshed. Do you know what these people are doing? Do you know what? Let me tell you. Do you know what they want to do? You know what they want to do? What they want to do is what they did to Ojukwu. You know what they did to Ojukwu. Come and contest election. They want to rubbish IPOB to say, because when you go and contest this election, you know what they do now? They will do the mago there. It doesn't matter whether IPOB have a candidate have 1 million or 13 million. It doesn't matter. Once they go to Abuja, they will manipulate the whole thing just like they did to him, Hope Uzodinma. And then the thing now is that even the IPOB cannot win election. The IPOB that could not win election in Anambra State. That is what they want to do. They want to begin to sell this narrative to our people so that immediately IPOB buy the idea. Okay, let us have a candidate now. You go and have a candidate. The candidate will not even get 1/4 of the vote. And they will say, look at them. We told you people that they are not popular. We told you that it is fear. People are afraid of them. That is why people are staying at home. It is not like they want Biafra. Look at them now. They cannot win election. That is what they did to Ojukwu. They push Ojukwu, come and contest election. This, that. Ojukwu went and contested election, thinking that it is going to be free and fair. Nigeria government did everything possible to rubbish Ojukwu, to make sure it was a trap, to make sure that Ojukwu rubbish Ojukwu, that they don't have popularity, and he was the one who led Biafra war. Ojukwu fall for it. I don't blame him. He fought for it. That is the same thing they are preaching. Come and bring candidate. Raise his hand up. This is IPOB. Everybody must vote for him. He is a pro-Biafran. And then when election comes, they will even go and pay money to the person. When election comes, the person will not even get 50,000 votes. They will say, you see, we told you people. And that is the end. Once that happens, they have killed the struggle. They will say, we told you, look at them, they cannot even win election in the state. My people, we know this thing. It is not, our brain is sharp, not, so we are on top of the game. It is the last thing anybody can think of. This is the last thing. Even in this Anambra, any day, they say, we want to, if you just say, is this person you are supporting, that is the end. That is why I'm asking, somebody asked who voted for Hope in. It's the same thing. Hope is, and they are not talking about Hope. These people that are telling you to bring your hope, they are not talking. If you talk about hope, they pretend they didn't hear you. If you talk about Hope Uzodinma now, if you tell this pastor, is Hope Uzodinma not there? He will not even respond. He pretend that he did not hear the comment. Because that will be shooting himself. To begin to talk about Hope Uzodinma, he's shooting himself. But it is example. And they are coming to tell you, vote this one, vote that one. Let us listen to him again to the end.
Because you can't be killing your own people. Even if they disagree with your cause, don't kill them. Because at the end of the day, when that country finally comes, blood will still be crying. Things will go wrong. So I plead for them, I'm praying for them, that God will see them through, and that all of them fighting for this cause in truth and in spirit, that God will protect them. And this is the way I think they should go. Nobody needs to disturb anybody. Since you have tested your popularity, and
Since you have tested your popularity, that is the point. Since you have tested your popularity, it is about popularity. Political talk. I want you all to listen to what this man is saying. Popularity. Which one is this one again?
popular, like you say, everybody sit at home, they sit at home. What you need to do, go into the politics with them. Enthrone governors or people that believe in the same cause in the whole of the eastern states and give them a timeline that this is what you must do, this is what you must do. By the You have seen that you can say no market, no movement on Monday, and everybody sits at home. You can use the same thing, get to your people and say, this is the person who want to rule Anambra. This is the person who want to rule Imo. This is the person who want to rule Abia. This is the person who want to rule Ebonyi.
I've just told you people the trap that is there. It is not possible because the people you are going to be dealing with are the Fulanis who control the INEC, who manipulate the electoral results, and who manipulate everything. So it is a trap. And the candidate you are going to bring will not even get up to 50,000.
This is the person who wants to rule Enugu State. And get them, put them in charge, and tell them this is what we want to do. After 4 years, 8 years, give them a template that everybody here, anyone that goes here, this is the first thing you are to achieve. In the first 4 years, every governor mandates them to build airports, mandates them to build roads, infrastructure. Then the next 4 years, put security in place, put law. The next 4 years, use it to secure your place. That no thieves, no kidnapping. Close it and say in the next 12 years, we are declaring this and declaring that. That's the end of it. There's no two ways about it.
Joy.
We don't need to insult anybody. Nobody needs to arrest people. And for the death going on, I will appeal to the government. Because when there is so much agitation, it leads to this. People are dying. The other day, it was the husband of the late professor that we lost. And that grandson that started out. It could be anybody. But may mercy speak for you and your family always. In the name of Jesus. Federal government, they should listen to the cry of the people and release the Mazi and the Kalu.
That one is
unconditional. They should release him unconditionally. When he's released, tension will come. But as long as they are keeping him there, and this man has followers.
Exactly. You get that?
MMK has followers, and they believe in him. There are people ready to die for him. Release him unconditionally. Let him go. Let him go to his people, and you can dialogue with them. That's one way. The government should listen to the people. And the Yoruba, the Oduduwa nation, led by Sunday Igboho, they are also coming up with their own. All these people should be released unconditionally. And while we pray, it's not just enough to pray, but the government must listen to the people. And that's the best thing we do. So we pray for this country. And whatever everybody wants, that will bring the peace of this country is breaking up the peace. So it's in the name of Jesus. And we pray that whatever that has been deployed into the atmosphere,
it is only the breakup that will bring peace. So I say a very heavy and a very big amen to that prayer. Only the breakup will, I give 8/10. Yes, he tried. Now, I want to conclude this broadcast by showing you people something that is very, very interesting. Okay? I want you to look at this. Look at this. U.S. opposes Nigeria's plan to hand KB governor $100 million from Abacha loot. I want you to take this to Ike Kweremado. Okay? Ike Kweremado. Take it to Ike Kweremado. As Abacha loot is coming, they are sharing it to their bandit governor. The bandit governors who will be sharing the money for the Fulani to buy arms and ammunition for the final war. U.S. opposes Nigeria plan to hand KB governor $100 million from Abacha loot. Are you hearing that? Call by fire, Simon. What part of we don't want Nigeria can't these people understand? Yeah, this is exactly it. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. So 100 million of Abacha loot. The government of Nigeria want to give it to KB governor. Okay? And the opposition is not coming from any Southeast governor. No Southeast governor is opposing it. No South governor is opposing it. No Southwest governor is opposing it. No senator from the Southern Nigeria and Middle Belt is opposing it. The people that are opposing it is America. Chai. You cannot hear a governor, you cannot hear a senator opposing this particular plan to give $100 million to Kebbi State governor. But America is opposing it. Is everything not all right? No be juju be that. No be juju be that. $100 million. That is, who knows how much they are pumping into Kebbi State every day. Arrowman. And you don't hear it anywhere. Nobody have come to raise us to this governor want to collect $100 million. What about other people? Fulani already planned to give $100 million of Abacha Luto that they are returning to Nigeria. America opposite. You don't hear it from Ike Kuremado. You don't hear it from all the preachers of Ndewa Nigeria. You don't hear it because Anambra don't need $1 million. Anambra don't need $100 million. Enugu don't need $100 million. Abia State with the market of area that look like a big farm don't need $100 million to fix the drainage. Imo State, I don't talk about Imo State. The commissioned road, the road was not finished. They don't need 100. They don't need 100 million. Ebonyi State don't need 100 million. In the entire Nigeria, Kebbi State need 100 million. And they have already planned as the money is coming, they are giving $100 million to governor of Kebbi State. And America oppose it. Your senator did not oppose it. Nobody raised dust. Nobody raised eyebrow. Nobody did nothing. On this note, I say I will stop here. Thank you for watching. And by grace of God, we may launch our app tomorrow. By the grace of God. How does that sound? Let us have clap. Let us clap our hand here. We will launch our app tomorrow. We will launch our app tomorrow. I said mail. We may launch our app tomorrow. So those of you who subscribe to the Telegram, you may be the first to download the app tomorrow. When I'm about to release the app, I will let you people know. And somebody say, wait. I want to. He said, we will not believe until you release. let me see the comment. This is our brother say. What did he say? I want to see the comment. I think the thing will disappear. Release tomorrow to those who subscribe to the Telegram, Telegram channel of the app launch. And I say, boss, this one I don't believe until I see him. Okay, it's in the you don't believe until you see him. All right, yes, that's why I don't want to talk about it. But believe me, you are going to see the app. I am promising you. I'm promising you. Okay, I'm promising you. Maybe tomorrow, but I'm promising you at least this week it will not be more than this week. Thank you very much. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Dudua. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless Evening. May God bless IPOB worldwide. May God bless ESM. May God bless Mazi Kano. May God bless the Igbo and all of the Dua agitators. And you all, I love you. Good night from here. Good night. Good afternoon. Welcome to this